Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting session of Platinum Watch. I'm your ever-present Dungeon Master, Walkman EXE, here again with my regular role players. Apologies if last session was not streamed. If I remember correctly, the last session of Platinum Watch we did record, simply because at the time I was dealing with a bit of an internet situation. I didn't know if it would hold out. So this session I am streaming. I just now realized I didn't update the stream notes. But that's fine, because I'm narrating to you what is happening, and you can find it later on YouTube, and no one really turns up for these streams anyway, but that's fine. Because we're here for the Four Elements Rally. Anyway, gripping from previously what we had done, the party had entered into the Four Elements Rally, a race across the four elemental planes in order to gather a coveted artifact and relic known as the Phoenix Elixir, a elixir that can heal any wounds and rejuvenate any creature to a state of like new being. The party had the intentions of claiming such an elixir to use on the god Paylor in order to heal him from his grievous injury that he had suffered at the hands of the devil Mammon. As the party had ventured into the first of the elemental planes, the elemental plane of Ash, they worked with a few teams to kind of like try and build some alliances, and ended up making an allegiance with the Stormbreak Paladins and the Seraphim Six, a group of singing angels that were befriended by Trappet for his lovely harmony. The party then proceeded across the Lake of Fire towards the city of Brass, where along the way they were fought by many trials and other racers, at the end of which they were able to eliminate quite a few racers before making it to the city of Brass proper, and that is where we will be beginning this session. With me, as always, going down the line, we have the Hawk Bridge playing our Shadow Sorcerer, Trappet Dosselin.
Good evening, everyone.
Then we also have joining us the illustrious Storm Sage 13 playing Merrick Gilder, our human blood hunter.
Who is also a cleric now.
Who is also a cleric now with one level.
I have one spell left. I got you.
We also have joining us Red Beast 13 playing the monk rogue multi-class Avok Kork.
I would like to roll perception.
Guidance.
You perceive nothing.
Oh no.
You guide nothing.
Oh, no.
And lastly, but certainly not least, my amazing friend Zodiac Zack 19 playing Rando Mishorm, our Elven Druid.
And don't forget Ranger.
You God, all of you taking one level in your multi-class of bullshit.
Avok has
Except for Avok, and that's why I mentioned your multi-class.
I'm still just a sorcerer, thank you very much.
I know, you beautiful purist.
I am a fucking purist. I never multi-class, goddammit.
He's actually simply
This
a
is actually my
multi-class
first time.
warlock, and he's also got some fighter in there.
How does that play?
It does.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
I don't know about the story, but
Getting too real.
Additionally, we have Vex, who plays Lidsbor Reyes. Unfortunately, he is not able to make it with us tonight, but I still thought I would mention his character, as he is an integral part of this team.
Hey,
Yeah, we love Linsboy.
Yeah.
He may not be here physically, but he's here in our heart.
he's
And-
not physically, but neither are any of our characters, because they're constructs of the mind.
Yeah, which Linsbor is a Ranger Artificer multiclass. The only reason I mentioned multiclass is because he is evenly multiclassed into each one. He's got 5 levels in each.
Well, he may not be here in spirit. Storm is Jaeger piloting him on his behalf.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim, y'all.
So does that mean I control the eagle? Not in this one.
No.
Yeah.
I'll form the head.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start moving characters over to the city of Brass, just kind of filling in the ranks as best I can. I'm gonna try and randomize it as much as I can because I want to have some fun with this.
I cast Bane on all of them.
Yeah, it does nothing.
Oh my god.
Because they're constructs of the mind. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so as we ended off last session, you all actually raided the group known as Hizix Fiends, a group of Yugoloths from the realm of Gehenna, and stole a giant bank vault, which you subsequently cracked open to find a large amount of jewels and gold, which your group split evenly amongst you. If I remember correctly, you found about, was it 8,000 gold? Or 7,000 gold?
It was enough to split 1,000 evenly amongst all of us, including
the driver.
Cutter and
including
Pussy.
Pussy and Cutter as well.
Okay, so that would have been 7,000 gold.
I
And
just
then
remembered Percy's part of this.
additionally, you found a bunch of jewels, all precious stones, but you were not sure the value of them, and you had to get them appraised, which I believe, if I remember correctly, Avok, you said you were going to hand them over to Percy to see if he could appraise them?
No, I handed them over to Rando, so just for him to hold on to. So whatever we want to do with the gems, it's up to Rando.
Or I guess we're holding on to him.
Well, if you want to get them appraised, I think Percy, I think Walker's right. I think Percy could maybe appraise them.
Yeah, Percy would be the only one capable of appraising these gemstones.
Yeah.
As he is, well, I mean, either him or Linsbor, because they both have levels in Artificer.
Linsbor, how much is this worth? Dollars money. Okay.
Huh, what are you... What? I was drinking again.
Hey, I got a question on Walker.
Yes.
Were there any diamonds in there or anything like that?
You know what? Before we go ahead and get too much into the roleplay, I will just say, if anyone wants to roll investigation on the jewels, I will go ahead and let you know what you got in your possession.
I'm not good at it, but I'll do it.
No, 'cause it kinda
Oh,
needs
wow.
something.
Yeah, no.
Rapid.
For Lensbor, I rolled a 24.
Avok rolled a 10.
Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up then.
Got mine. Perception?
It's investigation, he said.
Yeah, it's investigation. Yeah, you're not perceiving the stones because you already have them. You are just investigating them. 21? Okay, so can I get those rolls one more time? Just, you said 21,
24 for Lensbor.
24,
Avok got a 10.
10.
Merrick is not investigating.
Trust
Okay.
me, mine doesn't matter.
Merrick's intelligence is not that good.
So yeah, y'all have, there's a couple different gemstones, in this hoard. The gemstone hoard itself totals about 100 gemstones. Now, not all of them are super, like, beautiful in terms of cut clarity and quality. Or it's carat cut and clarity. Sorry. But, you know, these all still seem to be very high quality gemstones. You know, there's a mix of quartz, you know, rubies and sapphires, a few emeralds. You've got some like kind of not super valuable stones, but still nice stones to have, such as garnets, jade, a few pearls, some topaz. There's even a few stone like pieces of lapis lazuli ore. There are 3 diamonds.
Ooh.
So of the 100, there are about 3 diamonds. But as for the rest, there's kind of just a hodgepodge mix of gemstones. It would take time to appraise them at their full value, but...
Nah, just, it's a material I forgot to buy for one of my ritual castings, if I could potentially use it down the road.
Gotcha.
Merrick's going to offer to take one of the diamonds because, well, he can't use it now. When he does eventually get the spell Revivify, it needs a diamond.
I mean, that's... We don't know the cost of them yet.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Also, I have the Redeemer's Cord, which can revive someone. If I have enough charges left in it.
Yeah.
That's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. There are 3 diamonds. Like I said, you'll have to appraise them to find out their worth and value.
Cool.
Additionally, like I said, there are rubies, sapphires, emeralds, quartz, a few other stones, opals, the whatnot. So there's a lot of stones. Additionally, like I said, you're in the city of Brass. You guys, last session, you said you were going to take 4 hours to rest. That way Trappa could get a long rest in.
I believe so. I think that was discussed. Is that what we want to do with guys? Go, guys?
So basically, I'm gonna be resting on the ship while everybody else gets errands done.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the ship.
Okay, so Rando and Trappa are both taking long rests.
Yep.
Yeah, because for elves it's only 4 hours. So. All right. What are Avok, Merrick, and Lensborg? Well, Lensborg, you said he was you're gonna have him appraise the gems.
Yeah.
Do you also want Percy to take a crack at it too?
Yeah.
Because they might be able to work faster together.
I'll have that and the shield golem and what's the eagle's name?
Aura.
Ola will sort of stand watch and make sure no one's trying to mess with us.
Yeah. As you kind of iterate that, Lensborg gives Luke specific commands to guard the gangplank, and anyone who isn't Merrick or Avok, he needs to kick them off. And Luke just kind of nods and just kind of trumps up the stairs and heads over to the gangplank and then just stands there.
You said that there was also like a crow's nest for Aura, so the birds the eagles.
There's a roost at the back of the ship, yeah.
Yeah, Aura's going to be perched and sort of be vigil, and Linsbor's passive 22 perception will have to serve him if those two fail.
All right. And then, what errands are Avok and Merrick gonna run?
Quick count. Our supplies are food and water for 3 days, correct?
Yes, you have food and water for 3 days. You've tapped into it a bit in the 16 hours that you've taken to drive over to the city of Brass, but you still have enough rations to go for another 2 days if need be. So you probably wouldn't need to fill up on food or water until you reach the checkpoint at the plane of magma.
Well, we don't need to be stuck on water because you and Rando can make water.
I don't think I have that spell prepared though.
I think Zach said
Rando has create water prepared, if I remember correctly.
In that case, Merrick's gonna go off and buy.
Wait, doesn't one of you
food.
have a decanter of endless water?
Oh yeah, Merrick does.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I was wondering when I would come in handy.
I'm sorry if I blew out the mic there for a second. Yeah,
That's fine. I immediately remembered it and was just like, oh my god, please tell me he remembers he has this.
You know, it's at the very top of my inventory, and I don't. And I was at the very bottom.
You know, oh my god.
We got that way early in the campaign, assuming.
So we need food.
Yeah, Merrick's gonna go grab food, and then he's going to head out and try to see if he can talk to Lucky.
All right.
Avok just turns to Merrick. If you find, while you're out, the horn of an Ifriti, let me know.
I'll check the shops.
Cool. And I think what Avok wants to accomplish while he's out is a quick perception of the city, see if there's anything of particular interest. And also, just checking with Cutter. When we first got here, before the race started, it wasn't allowed to sabotage. Is sabotaging allowed now?
Storm will be right back.
You can ask Cutter before you embark.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to ask. So you said that we couldn't fuck with other people before we left, but now that the race has started, it is me board another ship while they've made a pit stop and filling with things. Okay.
Well, yeah. Technically, the rules are that at designated points of rest, to not interfere with other racers' vehicles. So the city of Brass isn't really a rest point. It's more of a it's a pit stop, a restock, if you will. So by rules of technicality, you could mess with other people's vehicles, but if you really want to read the fine print, I don't think anyone would bat an eye if when we got to the plane of magma or lava, we decided to crack a few skulls.
So hold that for later then.
It's best not to engage in too many fights, yeah.
Alright.
Better to make friends than enemies, I say.
In that case, I'm just going to look around town and just scout the competition, see if I can find anything interesting on them.
Smart move. And in the meantime, and you watch as he, like, reaches underneath the console and pulls out, like, this absurdly large blunderbuss for his dwarven size. And it's just like, I'll stand guard. He, like, walks over to Luke and just kind of pulls out, like, a folding chair, sits down, props his feet up, and is just, like, glaring out at the city.
I like this dwarf.
I love dwarves in these games.
This is my new favorite dwarf. Sorry, Alpha.
Yeah, Cutter don't fuck around, man.
Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna explore the city for a moment.
Alright, you're going to explore the city, and Storm, can you remind me again? You said you were going to look for Lucky, and then you had one other thing you were going to do.
He's AFK at the moment.
Oh, right. Right, he was getting food, and then he was going to go talk to Lucky. Then in that case, roll a quick perception to just kind of get a general points of interest, and then if you want to get more intel, you're going to have to roll an investigation.
Okay. Part of my thought process here is I'm also going to try and see if I can eavesdrop on a few racers. See if I can get some dirt that I can use to pit some racers against each other.
Okay.
That's a 22 for perception.
Okay. You learn a few major points of interest in the city of Brass. There is the Brass Citadel, which is home to the Caliph, the kind of head ruling body of the fire elemental plane, or like the elemental plane's civilized domains.
Mm-hmm.
They all kind of pay tribute to the Caliph, and he in turn doesn't raze their houses to the ground.
Good deal.
Additionally, there is the Ashen Market, which is a large bazaar of all kinds that caters a majority of goods from various planes and works crafted here inside the city of Brass.
I think Avok's going to take a browse that area, see if you can find some of the stuff that's on his list.
Alright, additionally, there are two other points of interest that you find. There is the Racer's Dock, which is just where you all are as new racers come in. You can see that there's kind of like various restocking places, and there's actually like a little tavern for people to wet their whistle, which is just called the Burning Rubber.
I love it.
And it's just got a picture of... you actually recognize this emblem. It is a giant tire with flames shooting off of it, which you kind of saw a similar emblem on the banner for a group known as the Brass Boys. So
Cool.
You are not certain if this may be their hangout or if they just drew inspiration from this place.
Sponsorship deals.
I was about to say.
Yeah, or if there's a sponsorship deal, if they're making some bank waving around a flag.
In that case, I'm going to stop by there first and then check out the. I'm going to check out the shop.
All right. Do you share any of this information with Merrick?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I tell Merrick about the shops and the place where people go to wet their whistle, because that's a good place where he could potentially find Lucky.
All right.
Real quick, I was going to give my book list that I have Walker to Avok and Merrick since they're shopping.
Okay. To the rare book list.
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me, how many books were on that list? Did we set a number for it?
I believe he gave me a long list of stuff he wants, but I think like there was 7 key ones.
Okay.
Just in case, since we're not here all that often.
Yeah. Just as a question, did you happen to write those down?
You didn't give me the names.
Shit, I am so sorry, dude.
No, that's no big deal. Like I just assumed it's one of those things like, oh, I refer to the list, find something type deal.
Yeah. We'll do that. There are 7 specific books I had in mind. I just never wrote them down for this. I apologize. But we'll get into it here. So Merrick, your first stop I would recommend would be the market, simply because you're probably going to find stuff from the list there, and you're also going to get your supplies there that you need. And then Avok, you said you were going to hit up the bar for dirt on other racers, and then you guys were just going to swap positions as Avok hits the market and Merrick hits the bar.
You want to just go to both places together just in case shit goes.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of normies from the prime material plane, and we are in the city surrounded by devils.
Hold on a second. Perception check. I think we're okay.
Yes, you feel eyes on you, but you don't feel that intense gazing stare upon your backs. You think you're good.
Awesome. I'll let you know when one of these is an actual authentic perception check.
Cool.
Merrick just has this deadpan expression. I'm fucking gonna die. I said, cool. Let's grab food and let's grab food first, since you can carry everything.
How are we gonna die if I'm always on the lookout?
That was an internal thought. You didn't hear that.
Oh, okay.
So Merrick's gonna go to the nearest street food vendor and hopefully get a bargain on food that doesn't look like it's made out of hell.
You find no such luck. As you're looking around at like all the street vendors, all the stuff seems to be things that cater to races specific to the fire elemental plane. There are lava rocks, scorched pyrohydra meat. There are various bits of wood and tinder for the races that are entirely comprised of fire. There are various.
Any of this is edible for a human, Goliath, elf, and deep gnome, and also a dwarf and.
You don't know if the pyrohydra meat would be worth it, but everything else is more or less just inedible things that are used to fuel fire. Things that are either used to ignite or fuel fire.
Question. And this can be directed at the vendor. You said that scorched pyrohydra meat? We saw this thing jump out of magma. What the hell does it take to scorch it?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Sonny! Well, in order to scorch pyrohydra meat, you need to throw it into the Everforge.
The Everforge?
Yes, we only rarely get... Citizens don't really get access to the Everforge. It's only meant for the Caliph and his court. But once in a while, people will get access to the Everforge to scorch certain items of theirs. Or if you win the lottery, you can get really lucky, or you could die. You know, there's always that opportunity. But I was able to get this lovely pyrohydra and throw it in. And luckily, scorched pyrohydra meat keeps very well.
How much?
For you? That'll be 30 gold.
I'll take.
So, will you by chance know where I can buy food that is more applicable to people of my plane? Food that my people would consider normal.
Ah, yes. Well, the best place to find anything like that would be the Ashen Bazaar. Or the Ashen Market, my apologies. I do get things mixed up nowadays. Age will do that to you. The Ashen Bazaar has a variety of different goods from all across the plains, and if you're looking to find something for your meager and weak frame, the Ashen Market will have delectables that you will be able to consume.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
I just want to point out, it's dangerous having. I minimized Rando's tab because I almost took the money from Zach.
Yeah, it's
Almost.
just
Yeah, I have
Careful.
it closed until Zach needs it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot in there, so
Oh no, I'm not touching your stuff. Don't worry.
you know.
So as you all leave this delightful food vendor, who immediately goes back to trying to peddle his wares to other members of the Fire Elemental Plane, you all arrive at the Ashen Market, and you kind of see why it's called such. It's kind of a central location in the city of Brass, and all of the ash and soot from the cinder wastes to the Sea of Fire to even the smokestacks of all the factories and forges all across the city of Brass seem to just collect in this one central spot, as if drawn by gravity. So this entire place has got these bright and colorful stands, or at least they were at some point, but they are henceforth covered in soot and blackened ash to kind of take on this gray and blackened hue. And ash just kind of covers the floor. So you can see, like, the footprints of all the creatures that have walked through here.
Got.
So Milk's going to prioritize food for at least, say, a week.
Okay.
Well, Ewok, I assume, wants to do his weird collection shopping.
Don't question my methods.
Don't question his paranoid methods.
I'm not questioning it. I already know the answer for me.
I'm entirely. Listen, I'm of complete sound mind. Now, excuse me, I think the elephant people are watching.
All right. So in that case, I'll need both of you to roll me perception checks.
Perception checks. Okay. Ooh, that's not great for
I'll
me.
take that 15 plus 18 for Merrick.
20.
All right, 18 and 20. So with your perceptions, you kind of look across the market, and you see a few stalls that kind of catch your eye. There's about 4 in question. Merrick, since you're also looking not just for food but also for books from Trappett's list, there are 2 stands that catch there's 3 stands that catch your eye in particular. As far as food goes, there are 2 food vendors you see. One is this standard kind of produce stand, but they seem to carry things from all over, but they also have specific items from the material plane. And the stand itself doesn't have a sign. The only thing that you can really see that, as far as a distinguisher, is we only sell in bulk. is a little tag there. And additionally, as you look around, there's another food stand that is a bit weirder, because this stand has all these, like, strange gauges and steam presses, like, popping out of the side of it. It looks more like a workshop than a vendor stand, but you see there actually is a sign on there that just says, fresh food from all planes, stop on down for a good bargain. Additionally, there is one stand at the far end that catches your eye as far as books are concerned. It says the Arcanios Library, free knowledge for all species of any planar existence. We believe in educating the masses.
Okay, Merrick's going to quickly buy some food and then head on over to the books.
All right, which food stand are you going to?
We only buy in bulk.
All right. So you go over to the stand that just says we only buy in bulk.
Or sell in bulk, whichever.
Yeah, we only sell in bulk. And you arrive there, and behind the stand is this very disgruntled-looking bearded devil. And he just looks at you, and as you walk up, he just goes, "Hey, welcome to the club. My name is Samuel. What would you like?
Food from my comrades.
Do you have a membership card?
No.
Would you like a membership card today, sir?
I'm really not interested.
Sorry, sir, I can't sell to you.
Why?
You don't have a membership card.
Was this Walgreens?
No, if you caught the name, it's Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
Oh.
It's a pretty alright grocery store, but I personally am not a fan. Sam's Club, get your shit together. Because they only sell things like in bulk, similar to Costco. And similarly to Costco, that you can only get in if you have a membership card. But the prices at Sam's Club are ridiculous.
Well,
they're owned by Walmart.
Yeah, it's same company.
Costco, Walmart.
may I just like to go? Well, seeing as there's a rally, there's a lot of tourism here. I think it would help your business model if you would to suspend that for now. What do you say? Can I attempt to roll persuasion?
You can roll persuasion.
Guidance.
I don't think this is the sort of thing that you can be affected.
Okay. So
As you clasp your symbol of Paylord to give you guidance as you try and persuade this this devil.
7.
Total?
7 total. I rolled a 2 plus a 4 on the D4.
Uh-huh,
And my persuasion's 1.
Uh-huh. So he looks at you and he goes, Samuel's Club has been in business for hundreds of years, and we have been able to acquire many clients in our long business. I don't think our model is going to hurt any for this rally. Besides, a good bit of the racers involved in this rally already have membership cards. And as he says this, you watch as a goblin scurries up with kind of this ramshackle attire, and he has this flag attached to his back that he's wearing kind of like a cape, and the flag is the symbol of God. I'm sorry, I have the hardest time pronouncing this character's name. I think it's Meglubiet. I'm probably pronouncing that.
Let's go with that.
But he is the god of all goblins. And this goblin scurries up, presents his membership card.
Manager sighs, looks at Sam, just goes, "How much for the card?"
Well, it's your lucky day. And he hands the goblin hands him a list, and he hands the goblin like these crates of supplies. And the goblin turns around and starts chattering away in Goblin as a bunch of other goblins start running up at breakneck speed with this large trolley cart, shove it under the crates, immediately do a whip turn and start running away as the leader jumps on the back and is like spinning his hand around, screaming as they are taken off back to the starting line.
That is every experience I've ever had in a group with Sans.
Pretty much. As you ask him that question, he looks at you and he goes, well, we're doing a special deal today where you can get a discounted price on your card with the purchase of at least 50 gold's worth of supplies.
I'm actually looking to buy in bulk food, at least that can last a week.
Well, then you're in luck, sir. Might I suggest our racer's package?
That would be divine. Quick question.
Yes,
I'm not
sir.
put on some mailing list, am I?
He kind of like looks confused and goes, "One moment, sir." And he turns around and he goes, "Excuse me, Samuel." And you watch as this like giant pit fiend lumbers out and goes, "Yes, Samuel." He's asking if he's gonna be put on the mailing list. He looks at you, squints, and just goes, "No."
Good. I'd like to buy 50 gold worth of food, please.
Certainly, sir.
That is
However,
for humans and elves and the like.
That was the most not sure no I've ever heard.
So as he lumbers back into the office, he looks at you and he goes, "Certainly, sir. However, I must insist the racer's package would be the best benefit for your team if you're looking for rations that last a week, and it can be yours today for the low price of 75 gold."
Sure, let's go with that. But actually, quick insight check to see if he's actually trying to scam me.
All right, roll insight.
Natural 1. 75 gold it is.
He takes your gold from you, hands you your membership card, whistles, and you watch as some imps carry out these crates of food. And they stack up about 7 crates, and he goes, "These crates are our standard for this. They are made of a wood natural to this plane of fire that is resistant to heat. So with this, your produce will not burn nor rot at extended speeds."
I love this guy's pet choice.
I relate to this guy so much.
Additionally, sir, since there are 7 crates, each one is a day's worth of rations for a group of 8 racers.
And
Inside,
go ahead.
inside are prepackaged meals for breakfast, lunch, and he looks down at his hand for a minute and he goes, "Diner."
And these are meals who's edible for races of the material plane, correct?
Yes.
I feel like I have to insight check that. Okay.
Is Eva there?
I don't know, but I got this one.
Okay.
Insight's like my one good skill that I have. That's a 23.
You can honestly tell that he just doesn't care.
Thanks.
Like, so you have no idea if he is, being necessarily honest.
Well, if all else fails, we got boot leather.
I mean, for the most part, you can tell at least that there are some things that are probably edible to creatures of the material plane, but additionally, other food in there might be up for other races, since he called it the racer's package.
Milk's just going to buy that and have a nice day, sir.
All right, how are you going to move these 7 crates?
Bag of holding.
What? That's crates.
Bag of holding. Damn. Avok,
Yeah, what's up?
you have powerful build.
I guess I'm lugging 7 crates, okay.
I mean, there's other ways.
Oh,
We have an eagle.
Yeah, you do.
but it's back at the ship. So,
I'm going to use my communication device. Hey, Lesbo, can we borrow your eagle?
question. Do you want by chance have a trolley cart that we can put these on? Would
A grocery
He looks at you and he
cart.
goes, "I am sorry, sir, but the Samuels Club does not provide trolley carts. Each racer is expected to bring their own. The rental of one can be yours for the low, low price of 50 gold."
Nah, we got an eagle.
want to go?
We got an eagle, no ball.
I want to see if I can wear him down.
He squints at you. 48 gold.
31 gold.
49 gold.
That's not how you do this.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. 55 gold.
Okay, with my 21 strength, I'm just gonna lift up these crates and walk away. Okay. Just
Alright, you're gonna roll an athletics check to lift a crate.
just a single crate. Well,
I mean, how wide is your arm span?
well, firstly, 23.
Okay. Congratulations, you can lift 2 crates stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, fine. We'll call him in the Eagle to lift this shit out.
Okay, let me. Yeah, the aura comes in as Lensbor signs off on it and begins to grab the crates one by one and carry them back to the ship. Just for context, these crates are about 4 feet high and about 2 feet wide. Like when I say crates, I don't imagine like a box. I imagine like a shipping crate, like a crate. Like a plywood monstrosity.
I get you.
Anyway, as Aura ships these out of here, you all are free to continue exploring the market. We're going to pick up with Avok here real quick since you've had some wonderful time to shine looking for food. Avok, with your previous perception check, you were able to find the stands you were looking for. Like I said, there were 4 that caught both of your eye. Of course, 2 of them were the food stalls because you said you would help with that, but you're also looking for things for your list.
Yep.
So you find one stand.
Yeah.
You found one stand in particular called Ogrim's Oddities.
Excellent. Oddities are what I search for.
And as you kind of like wander over, this is a very portly looking Duragar. And he's like, "Alright, lads and lasses, come one, come all to Ogren's Oddities. We've got everything you could imagine. Magic items, potions and brews. Even the illustrious Aboleth Ale. All of these and more can be yours. It depends on what you're willing to sacrifice or pay. We'll take your firstborn. We'll take some gold. We'll take a wee sheep. It's up to you what you want to pay. It just matters if we think it's an even trade."
Hey there.
Aye, you're a large chap. Welcome to Ogrim's Oddities. What can I help you with today?
I'm looking for an unusual set of items.
You've come to the right place. Ogrim's Oddities has things wide and far, from plains far and scarce. What are you looking for?
I hand him a list of the things I'm looking for, like the stuff from the Earth Elemental Plane I'm trying to collect, the stuff from the
can you actually like say some of those for me? I have no idea.
Sure. Looking for a bone coal from the Water Plane, sand of oblivion, a ball of pure air, an Ifrit's horn if you have it. Maybe some black quartz, some scorched stone, or some scotch stone.
Scorched stone.
Thank you, Scorch. That's what's spelled.
So let's see. That was a bottle of pure air, scorched stone, sand of oblivion,
Black quartz,
and a Freedy horn, and what was
bottle of pure air.
Well, I got the bottle of pure air. What was the one from the water plane?
Bone coal.
Bone coral. Okay. So he looks you over and he goes, "Aye, yes, of course." And he's like sweating, and he grabs you by your belt and just like pulls you, like tries to yank you down to his level.
Hey, what's up?
Are you trying to get me killed?
No, not particularly. Why?
Are you trying to get me killed?
Nope. Do you not have the bone coal or the Ifriti horn or the sand of
As the second you say Ifriti horn, he just goes, "Stop! Stop! Why? Why are you... Why?"
I'm guessing that's a no on the inventory.
He just leans back and goes, "Ha! Yes, what a kidder, sir! Of course we have pure air. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm not from here.
You don't go asking about Ifriti horn in the fucking city of brass.
What?
Who do you think runs this place?
Well, probably an Ifriti. Oh.
Yeah! Fucking shite bag!
You know, that makes sense now that I think about it. Avok looks over his shoulder for perception check. I'll do Ifritis. That's so fucking 20.
1 second, one moment.
God damn it, how come I'm rolling well on these joke perceptions? Stupid cuss. Hello?
Okay, I was worried I had died. I'm glad it's not just me.
Yeah, for real, Hawk. Next time we play Platinum Watch, I am
happened?
coming down to visit. This is bullshit, dude.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No, I just got told I needed to be quiet and stop swearing.
I get you, man.
Ugh. Anyway. He just looks at you and goes, "Listen, just... we can work with some of these items on your list, okay? I'll check my stock, see what I have. Don't do it." And he heads into his tent real quick to search around for some things. And with your natural 20, you see that you drew some attention, but you don't see any Afrits eyeing you. You don't really see any in this in the Ashen Market.
Just wave to the crowd.
They kind of just like hesitantly go back about their business.
Cool. Avok senses no danger.
All right. A few moments pass, and he comes back out and he goes, all right, fine. Shh. Fine. Here's some scorched stone. I've got some black quartz, and I have a few bottles of pure air. So, what are you looking to trade? Or how much do you want to pay?
I get to pick the price? Is that what I'm hearing? Or I just want
If we both reach a reasonable agreement, we shake on it, we exchange goods, and you get the hell out of here.
I have this pyrohydra meat.
Pyrohydra? That wouldn't happen to be scorched pyrohydra, would it?
It is, in fact.
I'd be willing to trade you one bottle of pure air for that pyrohydra meat.
Avok looks down and is like, I wanted to have this for lunch, but it's a worthy cause. I also have a set of beholder teeth.
Beholder teeth? How many?
Don't know.
I mean, it depends on what you have left.
I honestly have no idea.
Cause didn't you give some of them to an alchemist?
I did.
Right. Shit.
I'll let you decide how much I have left.
You probably handed over half, so you probably have half left, which would be around maybe 9?
Okay. I have 9 beholder teeth.
Okay. He looks at you and he goes, 9 beholder teeth. 9 beholder teeth. Well, I would be willing to trade you half the bone coral for 9 of those beholder teeth, but it's not worth the full thing.
I think I just need some of that coal. I don't know if I need a lot.
Well, a lump about this size is standard for purposes that it is used for, either in arcana or potion brewing. Additionally, if you like to make soup, bone coral makes quite delightful seasoning.
Then I should probably get the full sart. Do you want a scroll of weapon proficiency?
He crosses his arms. Does it look like I swing a weapon?
I mean, you could resell.
He thinks about that for a moment. Alright. I think there might be some warrior types who are looking to buy a scroll of weapon proficiency. Certainly, I will willing to make that deal. I will trade you the bone coral for your scroll of weapon proficiency and your 9 beholder teeth.
Okay.
And he hands you the lump of bone coral.
Okay.
Oh wait, was it black? Was it the black quartz, or the bone coral that he was?
I think it's the black quartz. He said.
Shit, I got off track. We'll just say it's the bone coral for now. We'll just swap it.
Okay.
He goes, and last but not least, the scorched stone. What do you think that's worth?
What do we agree on with for the pyrohydra meat?
That would be a bottle of pure air.
Okay, just making sure I mark this correctly.
Aye.
Okay, what do I have here? Let me just move these.
Pardon me while I rummage through my bag of holdings.
Pardon me while I clear out my inventory.
I mean, you've got a lot of things that you haven't used.
I do. I have. Do you want a platinum pimp cane?
He looks at it, and like as you pull it out, he kind of looks it over and goes, "It would be a nice decoration piece, but it's not worth a scorch stone."
I also have bolts of brass cloth.
No. Maybe to a regular merchant, but I deal in oddities. Show me something that you think I don't have.
Money.
I produce the bottle of carrot juice now. What do I have that he doesn't? Oh, certainly I don't need the potion of water breathing.
We're just taking a nap.
That's really all I got that I'm willing to part with. And even then, I wasn't all that willing to part with any of it.
How much is the scorched stone worth to you?
And how much gold we're talking?
You say a price, I'll let you know if we need to go higher or lower.
150.
Cool. Higher.
200.
2 copper pieces.
Nah, higher.
What is Scorchstone used for you?
For me? Nothing. For various races around the fire elemental plane, it can be anything as, what's something comparable that you Goliaths consume?
Ifriti horns.
I think of it like a prime steak. Many fire races, they will consume scorched stone like a nice meal. Additionally, it can be used in potions of fire resistance or fire immunity, depending on the quality of the scorched stone. Or it can be used to ignite forges. On the material plane, I heard that some human settlements will steal scorched stone and use it to create forges that will never die, that their fires will never die out.
Did you say that's what Scorchstone is used for, or Ifriti's horn?
Scorched stone.
Scorched stone, you bloody idiot!
I'm just trying to give him the implication that if we agree on a price, I'm going to stop saying Ifriti horn.
He goes, "Look, you keep slinging that word around, and I just might call the guard."
I haven't done anything.
He's gonna roll intimidation.
Okay.
I'll need
what
you
do
to
I
make
do?
a charisma save
Okay.
to resist, or an insight, I guess, to see if he's bluffing.
Okay. Insight is 26.
Yeah, sorry. You can't tell if he's lying or telling the truth, and the look in his eye is giving you a bit of the willies. Granted, you haven't really seen many Duragar before, but his pale, milky white eyes just have this kind of crazy sheen about them, and as they kind of reflect, you feel that kind of sinking paranoia about eyes watching you, and all you can see is just all you can feel is this Duragar's eyes upon you in thousands of different ways.
I produced a vial of black spot venom.
Jesus Christ. Okay. As you
hold on, I don't remember. What is this?
So
I
first
honestly don't
off,
remember.
it's in a lead box. Because the poison itself, Agatha told you that it was so potent that even touching the bottle could kill you.
Wait, reminder, who's Agatha?
Agatha was the witch that you all met in Ephry.
She
The
was
one
my
who,
buddy.
yeah, the one who had the cat that was like
Oh.
the one with the cat of
Yeah.
holding.
Yeah, the cat of holding. The
Why
other
do I have
Nephion.
this?
The other Nephion believer.
You purchased it from her because you wanted poison.
Oh yeah, I was in a dark place and I wanted to kill Logan. Never mind, not giving that to somebody who I can't reliably trust.
I mean, you don't know what they're gonna do with it. I mean, you may never see them again.
I mean, you want that funstone?
How bad do you want the Scorchstone? I mean, as much as I would love to spend 40 minutes in the bazaar.
Fuck, there's literally nothing I can give. 300. 380.
380?
Lord.
He's a fair man.
Okay, I like 100.
I didn't catch that.
300?
Higher.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I'm working in my plan. 350.
He extends his hand to shake yours.
I shake it.
As you shake his hand, he hands you the Scorchstone and extends his hand for the money.
And it was 350?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just subtracting that from my... Okay.
From your
Thank God we robbed
from your
that bank.
from your fresh 1,000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I produced him 350.
All right. He takes the 350 and goes, "Pleasure doing business. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to never see you again."
Pleasure doing business with you. Have a nice day.
Great. And he just waves as you kind of like walk off. And as you and
Sincerely do apologize about the smack talk.
he looks at you and
And
he goes, "You've clearly never been to a Duragar holiday."
I'm just going to assume that's a euphemism.
Well, we do have a game called Hammer Hammer Face.
Yo, I love this guy.
I hope I get to do Ogren again. As you and Merrick meet back up and then head to the burned rubber, you kind of enter. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this.
Rowdy?
Think like a Midwestern country music, like biker dive bar.
Oh boy.
I guess is the best way I can describe this. Because as you approach, you watch as
I'm seeing semi-jackal with a lot more fire.
Yeah. You watch as a elven man in this bright golden armor gets blasted through the front doors by a thunder wave. And as he tumbles out, like, you watch as some other elves scurry out and kind of like pick him up, and they all have this golden like looking armor with these bright green insignias, and they just look kind of like shocked and appalled and offended. And you watch as this tiefling kind of stumbles out with this bottle in his hand, and he goes, "If y'all weren't willing to play, you shouldn't have bet. Now fuck off." And he kind of drunkenly stumbles back in, and they get up like really angry, ready to fight, and then like some of the elves like hold back their commander, and they kind of lead him away as you all enter this bar, and it is this rough place. Like there are like there's not fights going on as the race has kind of settled things down, but everybody looks like a powder keg on the verge of exploding. Like people are on edge and tense and wound up, and you just see races of all kinds. You see humans, elves, dwarves. You see Azir, you see tieflings and other devils, as well as a wide variety of demons. But and you can see across the bar, these demons and devils are glaring daggers at each other, but they are not making a move.
Merrick fights back any urge to do Bloodhunter shit and just proceeds about his business.
And you can and then as you enter in, you begin to see why no one is making a move. Behind the bar of the Burning Rubber, you see this very tall, broad-shouldered man, if he can be called such. He is a Goliath man, with, instead of the standard gray stony skin of a Goliath, this dude has probably spent so much time here that he has gotten the closest thing that Goliaths can have to a tan.
Damn.
So he's got this darkened gray skin with kind of these ashy splotches. And his tattoos, instead of being black, are bright red.
Sick.
And he is standing behind this counter with this large, thick black beard, and you see this belt of dwarven kind around his waist as he is cleaning a mug, and everyone is glancing about, but their eyes keep darting back to this individual. And you see behind the bar, he has these this large scimitar that is just bejeweled and engraved in its sheath, but it looks menacing.
Well, alrighty then.
Do I see anyone from Lucky's crew in here?
Make a perception check. I'll actually need both of you to make perception checks if you're trying to find someone.
Okay. Okay. I have a pretty good one. Well, what am I even doing? Perception plus. Okay, that's 21.
25.
All right, 21 and 25. Let me check my list real quick.
Do I need to try when I'm with Avok?
I mean, it's nice that I have backup.
Yeah, it'd be horrible for you to roll a 2 and we suddenly end up with a 14.
It would be a 15, actually. Oh, no, yeah, it would be a 14.
Okay. You do see Lucky, and 2 other members of the CCR, one of which you are familiar with. It is your good old buddy, Tem Vorha. And another is this drow elven man in this flamboyant dress, standing beside him, drinking a very, despite the rough and tumbleness of this bar, you see this elven man drinking cocoa with, what you could assume is whipped cream and some sprinkles. And they are sitting, at a booth over by this other individual. It is a human man with stark black hair and red eyes and kind of a scraggly beard. He's actually kind of wearing this nice business attire, but you can tell that but over it he's got these nice leathers and has these 2 broadswords strapped to his side. And it's kind of just leaning back. He's got this red cloak. And joining him are 2 individuals. They are both very busty elven women.
There it is.
I tried to find a good way to phrase this. I'm sorry, man.
No, I was like, oh, there's the guy that is just the popular guy at the party.
And additionally, one other person is joining them at the booth. It is a cloaked figure. You cannot discern any markings on them. They are fully shrouded in a black cloak.
Merrick's going to approach Lucky and the CCR.
As you approach, And real quick, I'm going to let Avok know something too. Avok, you do see kind of like, as you kind of browse the room, you see this as well. But you also see kind of some tension brewing between a few groups. So you kind of get the idea that you could search around for some rumors and clues. But one thing you do notice is there are two groups of Azair at opposite ends of this bar that are staring each other down. One is a group in black leather. Yeah, they are actually in your block. They are in black leather jackets with their flaming hair kind of styled in a pompadour. With a Afriti leading them, who also kind of has like this. He's got his horns, but he's also got like this wig on his head that's styled in kind of like a.
Is it the leader of the Seraphim Six?
No, it's not the Seraphim Six. These are the Burnouts. And his hair, I guess it's not styled like a pompadour. I'm trying to think of a way to describe this, but I can't think of one. Think kind of like Pony Boy.
Okay.
And the other group of Azair are all kind of got these rough and tumbled looks with these black leather jackets. They've got like bandanas on and these sunglasses and these big, thick, flaming beards. And leading them, sitting back there is this one Azair who's is wearing a cowboy hat that just says Big Hoss. Like, the best way I can think about this, you know, like those hats that they have that have like the letters on them, like the one that Allie had at SoccerCon?
Yeah.
It's like that, but a cowboy hat. It just says Big Hoss.
I'm going to punch that group.
By the way, Walker,
Yes?
hairstyle you're thinking of is called a ducktail.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Woo.
kind of like the grease, not the full pompadour, but like the greaser kind of.
Like the part back.
Yeah, the part back with a little bit in the front. Yeah, that's a ducktail.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so while you approach them, I'm going to actually do the thing with Merrick real quick, because I'm
Yeah,
actually
by all
working on this group. So as you approach, Lucky kind of turns and sees you, and kind of then, like, he kind of nods, but then immediately goes back to his business. And as you kind of keep walking towards them, you watch as the drow, sipping his cocoa, kind of sets it down and, like, steps to intercede your path. And he goes... God, I'm trying to think of how to do this voice. Hello there. My name is Josh. How may I help you?
Merrick Gilder. I need to speak with Lucky. He and I know each other.
Oh, yeah? From where?
Asher's Fall.
Oh, cool, yes. They told me I had to wait outside of the city. After all, as much as people should hear the good word of Asmodeus, they told me it is probably best not to. I mean, I understand though. I mean, people cannot be super receptive. I understand. Well, I mean, it's he kind of leans in and he goes, I mean, between you and me, it was either Asmodeus or Lolth, and I don't really I like the idea of, as a male, being strung up and flayed and then fucked to death, you know?
I mean, alternate option, neither.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you would not understand. I don't have a lot of options with my family, and quite frankly, I think that I had better luck with Asmodeus, because he's a really fun guy to play games with. Sore loser, but super fun.
Hey, you really want to piss him off? Ask him how his best friend Malcolm Blackmore's doing.
Oh no, I heard about that. It's not going great.
No, it's not. Now, excuse me. Merrick's gonna just sort of proceed over to Lucky.
Lucky looks at you and goes, hello.
Hey there. So, I was surprised when I saw you guys in this race.
Well, we were still in Volta with the contract finishing up after Asher's fall, and the boss took some time to pray to Soon, kind of get some additional guidance. And while he was praying and we were prepping for the trip back to Varianus, your Emperor contacted us and asked if we would like to make some additional coin, entering into the Four Elements Rally to assist in the earning of the Phoenix Elixir. Now, the boss didn't really care much. I mean, you know how Aaron is. But I saw it as a good opportunity because I figured if the Emperor was requesting our aid, it would be likely that we would see you again.
I'm glad. As you've undoubtedly heard, there are some Eclipse agents in here.
Oh yes, we took out the Chosen. That was fun times. Stone and Aaron were very happy to dismantle that vehicle.
Oh yeah, it's not something we were kind of dealing with Knuckleberry at the time, but my team was very impressed.
A Knuckleberry, you say?
Yeah, never seen one before. Some weirdo leapt out of the lava or some bullshit to kill it. We have no idea who he is, which team he's affiliated with. He's a weirdo.
Odd question.
Yes.
Grizzled beard, armed head to toe, screamed, "I always knew it was the Knuckleberry."
You know him?
No. But I have heard rumors.
As you know, so lucky, as you know, the Phoenix Elixir is the big prize this year, right?
Oh yes, I was just discussing it with my colleagues here.
Thing is, I was hoping that you could help us in acquiring it, even though, I mean, granted, you're on the side of the Emperor too, but my intent is, after claiming it for the Emperor, using it to heal Pelor.
As he opens his mouth to speak, you see as the man in the business attire chimes up and goes, "Oh yeah, sure, kid. More than happy to let you claim that little beauty."
And who's this guy?
Oh, sorry, introductions were not my forte. Where are my manners? I actually didn't catch your name.
It's polite to give your name first, if you're asking.
Oh, yeah, you people on Volta must do things differently. Normally it's the guest that gives the name first. My apologies. Crow Alltime, owner and proprietor of Tankers and Titties Incorporated. Additionally, I have my co-owner, Aaron Melianadil, but he sold his shares to me under the conditions of a contract, which I have unfortunately found sucks ass. And Lucky says, "Oh, I don't mind. I mean, it sucks for your patrons whenever they have to clear out when we want to get a drink, but..."
I think we have a branch somewhere in Volta, if I'm not mistaken.
I actually haven't outsourced there yet, but I was hoping that the race here and getting the brand recognition out there might net me some angel investors.
I must have been thinking of a bootleg branch or some shit. Might want to file lawsuits.
I might have to work on that, yeah. We're pretty big on Varianus. We've spread through the Imperium. I'm working on spreading upwards north to the lands of the Unterlands and Frigvaren. But business is slow there. You know, you gotta work with the Jarls, then you gotta work out the side quests. It's a lot of bullshit. One of them wanted to make me a Thane. That was weird.
Oh. Congrats, I guess.
Well, I mean, I didn't take the offer. I'm not going to become a Thane and be tied to one location just so I can open up a restaurant, you know what I mean?
Fair. But, yeah. If you happen to claim victory and the Phoenix Elixir, mind passing off to us? If so, offer a trade of sorts.
Yeah, sure, I'll let you have it on one condition.
And that would be?
He goes, "I'm glad you asked, Cynthia." And one of the elven ladies reaches down into the booth next to her and pulls out a folded piece of cloth, which she unfolds. It is a large banner that just says, "Tankards and Titties, now looking to open in new locations." He goes, "Yeah, I just gotta fly that on the side of your vehicle, no harm, no foul."
on the side of our vehicle.
I mean, or you can fly it from the crow's nest or the mast, whatever you guys got. I'm just looking to
I
make
mean-
sure that the name gets out there.
Sure, I have no real issue with that.
All right.
It's just going to be on our vehicle.
Yeah. Is there a problem with that?
Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, do we get a sponsorship paycheck? Stupid question. We get the Phoenix Alexa. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. Hey,
But I will tell you all this. If you all help me get angel investors, or if y'all are looking to invest yourself, I would be more than happy to cut you in for a share of the profits of whatever branch location y'all can fund, and I would even make y'all part-time owners of that branch.
that's great. I know I personally am not interested, but I appreciate the offer.
Republic. Trap it.
I'm sure Trap It would be, but I need to talk to my team.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. Wow, that's shocking for once. I'm pretty sure my another one of my comrades, Rando, would be interested. Avok, maybe. It's hard to figure out sometimes, especially since he's gotten cursed with paranoia. But
Had a friend like that once.
That's why I just wanted to speak with you.
You just called that.
Yeah, Lucky. Can I speak with you one-on-one for a quick seconds?
I mean, I'm still waiting for my drinks.
Fair enough.
What is the subject matter, and I might be able to deem whether I should step away or not.
Maybe just like. So I was like, I want to know how your search for your daughter was going.
Ah! And Crow chimes in and goes, not very fruitful, unfortunately. And Lucky goes, no, not necessarily fruitful. The locations you have provided me were beneficial, and I have set some agents upon them. But unfortunately, I have not been able to ascertain her current whereabouts. I am hoping that soon, with the work of the boss and the other agents within the Eyes of Truth, we might be able to discern her location.
I understand. If it helps, I have a name or two that can of Eclipse agents.
As you say this, you kind of watch for a brief second as his eyes flash over black, the same as they did in the cemetery, before they kind of resume their regular color, and he goes, yes, that would be much appreciated.
Kivu Strongbeak.
He doesn't seem fazed by this at all.
Looking through my notes to see which ones I have.
I mean, Trap It, you have the list of the rank 1s and 2s. Did you ever share that information with anybody?
Hawk went AFK. I believe
He's not
Hawk
here at the
did.
moment.
Ah, dang.
Yeah, something came up.
I believe Voss, James.
Yeah. Maybe just want to give up Gareth just yet, because James Blackhand.
I see. That one I didn't know.
You know him?
Well, I didn't know he was a member of Eclipse, but he moves around a lot. He's a businessman nowadays. Seeks out projects and provides a bit of a... I thought he might be one of the... a representative or an informant, because he goes around and invests in things, funds up projects that are of an arcane nature, and if people can't pay back their investment in time, somehow these owners mysteriously disappear and are replaced with people loyal only to James.
I see. He's what they refer to as the Serpents, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
There is also Voss Stormrider.
Make a charisma save.
Okay. Oh no. Let's just save you the time and go no.
Merrick, you are a guy that is not normally stricken by fear. Your line of work is something that puts you at odds with the world's greatest monsters, and sometimes you even take on their aspects in order to continue the hunt. But once again, similar to when you saw him in the graveyard unleash kind of the darkness within, you can cut the tension in the room with a knife. It's as if an overwhelming aura begins to just spread from Lucky, blanketing the entire bar, and you watch as the tensions that were palpable die down almost immediately. As you kind of it almost looks as if the light in this corner of the room is just darkening and darkening and darkening.
I think you know him.
No response. You just feel this overwhelming force just like cutting you to your core. It is ice cold, and you are afraid.
You okay though?
Still no response. You watch as Crow like gently nudges him with a stick, and Lucky snaps in his direction. You watch as his eyes go black once more with the glowing green irises, and as Crow looks him dead in the eyes, he goes, Kid did it. And then Lucky blinks for a second, and you watch as kind of the tension recedes and all this cold darkness leaves this gnome, and he is just kind of back to his standard visage, and he kind of blinks for a second. He goes, I do apologize. To answer your question, yes, I know him.
Sorry to tell you this way, I guess.
Gives me a lot to think about.
This, with anything, he's responsible for Avok's death.
Well, then you better hope Avok gets to him before I do.
Fair play. Just be careful with the information I provide you. It's not necessarily good to be throwing that around. I only give it to you because, well, to be honest, you are one of the few people I trust outside of Platinum Watch.
And he just kind of nods. And he goes, Merrick,
Yes?
a time may come soon when you will be presented with a difficult choice. It's at that time that it's best to know who your friends really are. I caution you against mistrust, but I also caution you to be wary.
So don't just go around trusting people willy-nilly.
Don't hand out your trust, but don't expect to be stabbed in the back. Yes, it's an odd philosophy, but it is the best way to make friends and keep yourself safe at the same time.
Appreciate it. You won't by any chance know who else here might be agents of Eclipse?
And as he says this, his voice kind of trails off as you hear the door open to the bar, and you kind of like turn and match his gaze as you see 6 robed figures, all in these black as night robes with these trace veins of shimmering navy cloth material. You cannot see their hands as the robes cover up their hands. And the only discerning feature outside of this is a porcelain white owl's mask on each of their faces.
Timing.
They kind of look around the bar, they lock eye. You can't see their eyes through the masks, but they kind of like stare in your direction. You can almost feel your gazes meet. And then they move in unison towards the bar and sit down.
Well, that was auspicious timing.
Did anyone notice this?
It was pretty noticeable.
Okay, just wanted to check.
So while you're having your little sit down, you notice this.
Mary just sort of tells Lucky good luck and hoping they see each other on the racetrack. Let's try to not aim for each other.
All right.
Give your best to Aaron.
Likewise, give my best to trap it.
Will do.
As you turn around to kind of like go to Avok, the person who is sitting with them, this black cloaked individual, stands up and bumps into you, and then begins making their way for the door.
I'd like to roll a perception check as Avok.
All right, roll perception check.
Because my passive is 22 to see if he tried to get something past me.
Okay.
Natural 20.
What a coincidence! I also rolled a natural 20.
Whoever meet the beats, right?
I mean, my total is 32. So if he beat that,
Okay, so your modifier is a 12 on perception.
yes.
Let me pull up this character sheet real quick. It's been a while since I opened it.
Okay.
Okay, got it. So here's my question. What are you trying to perceive?
If he just tried to rob Merrick and what he took. Like if he just tried to sleight of hand something out of his pockets.
Okay.
Wait, you got bumped into me? I thought you bumped into you.
The cloaked
Yeah,
guy bumped into you, Merrick,
Okay.
because you were talking to Lucky and this person was sitting with Lucky.
I'm trying to see if he left something in his pocket, like gave him something, like hit him with something, or basically I'm seeing if he did something sleight handy.
Okay. I'm trying to think of how to do this. Avok, roll insight.
I'm sorry, you can't. Well, what?
Insight.
Insight. Okay.
It's easy. Just get another natural 20.
No, I'm going to use the dice that Hawk gave me. Insight plus 8. Okay. 23.
Okay. You sense no ill will from this individual. But as far as if they pickpocketed Merrick or did anything of that like, you do not know.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to let slide and just say over comms, Captain, check your pockets.
Merrick checks his pockets.
Okay. Trying to think how I want to do this. Roll investigation.
He made another seam into your coat.
Oh my god. Investigation. Let's count. Count again. Okay, that's a lot better. But then... Let's count to a natural 22, but...
Yeah.
Investigation... Oh, yeah. Wow, great. 16.
Okay. Yeah, checking your pockets, you don't really find anything missing. There's not really much that you actually keep in your pockets, honestly. But as you're kind of checking your belt, you notice two things. The first of which is that your coin purse is a little loose. The second of which is that your dagger that you use to teleport is still in its sheath, but it seems to be sticking out of its sheath slightly.
Can I inspect my dagger and my coin?
Sure, you can inspect your dagger and your coin purse.
Is there anything out of the ordinary?
There is, in fact. With your dagger, you notice that the reason it's sticking out is that it was pulled out and something was wedged in, so it is not sheathing properly.
1 second.
Yeah, so a quick combo just happened here. 1 second.
Gotcha.
I'm back. Okay, Merrick investigates the thing that's in the sheath.
Okay, the thing that is in the sheath, you find is actually a platinum coin. However, the faces on the coin aren't like any platinum you've seen.
What are they?
One is the face of a sterling dragon, and the other is a crown.
Does this have any significance in terms of history or what have you?
You'd have to roll for that.
Okay. May I?
Yeah.
Got it. Plus 5. I'm proficient with that. Big difference for my training. 17.
Okay. Yes. This is a coin that is no longer in circulation. It is a platinum piece from the Third Age Imperium of Varianus.
Did a time traveler just tip you?
You don't know.
What was with my coin purse?
You'd have to check it.
Checking my coin purse.
All right. You notice two things that are off. First of which being, you are down 50 gold.
Son of a bitch.
And in its place is a strange symbol. As you kind of like root around to grab it, it's actually kind of like, it's not wedged in there, but it's kind of caught between some coins. Like it's kind of deep in there. As you kind of like fight and pull it out, you kind of bring it up to your face. It is an ebony chess piece that is in the shape of a queen.
Can I do another history roll to see what this means?
Sure.
Guidance. Okay, that is a 21.
Nothing. You have no idea. There's certainly no historical significance of such an item.
Well, that's not foreboding at all.
But the one thing that you do notice, just kind of like looking over the piece, is there is a symbol etched into the very bottom of the queen piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bird.
What kind of bird?
It is a wren.
Is Storm being ignorant of birds? What is a wren?
A wren is actually a very small bird. Let me pull up a picture real
Oh,
quick.
it's so adorable!
Oh yeah, it has one up.
Yeah, they're the little chubby birds.
It's like a corgi of birds.
Yeah, they're little chubby birds.
Okay.
Guys, I think we discovered the Raven Queen's daughter, the Wren Queen.
Oh my god. Dun dun dun.
Well, queen is in her title, but it's not the Wren Queen.
Can I make a religion check?
You can, but it's not going to help you, I can tell you now.
Okay, well, I asked, so might as well. Actually, that's not very good, is it?
You could ask the people who are sitting with them.
That feels like it's a defeatist mindset for sure. Meg walks back and goes, hey guys, what the fuck is this shit?
Crow immediately bursts out laughing. As he sees the piece in your hand, he goes, ah, shit, kid, you've... so she got you. She picked your pocket.
Well, she left stuff there, and yeah, she took 50 gold, yeah.
I'd just be glad it wasn't the whole coin purse.
Who was she?
An old buddy of mine from long ago. Lucky, you haven't really caught the kid up on our history, have you? And he's like, no, I didn't feel it was necessary to talk about it. Right, so my boss, Aaron Melianadel, as well as his lieutenant, Stone Dawnbreaker, were actually part of an adventuring party on Varianus called the Guardians of Codlo. Mr. Crow here was actually their ranger for a time, and he kind of like nods and bows. He goes, and I believe you met their rogue. Her name, to most circles, is the Falcon, but her real name is Ren Elephant, and she is trying not to go by the Falcon anymore. She's actually calling herself something a bit ostentatious. And as they both kind of see your puzzled look on your face, Crow goes, the Queen of Thieves. She's going by the Queen of Thieves.
Walker, you son of a bitch.
You're welcome! No, I'm just kidding. No, that was actually something that the player had talked to me about before they left.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Did she also decide the Queen Peace token, too?
No, that was a bit I added based on the shit you pulled, you asshole. But yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
You're welcome.
Well, and the platinum coin?
He looks that over and goes, actually, that's not normally her calling card. So I got no idea.
Well, I'll be keeping it then. It might help to reimburse the 50 gold I just got. Well,
Perhaps. Lucky chimes in.
I mean, it's from the third age. Could be with more.
yeah.
Belongs in a museum.
My grandfather was a big collector of coins.
This belongs in a museum. Ah, yes, good old Indiana Gilder. Puncher of Nazis.
You know, guys, I got my next character.
I mean, I'm not giving you any hints.
Yeah, Merrick's gonna... You know what? Maybe I should bring this up with the immortal whole of the group. He might have some answers. And Merrick's bids them a good day.
Alright, now with that conversation over, we move over to Avok.
I want to head over to the Bico-looking guys.
I'm kind of just tempted to have, like, Bad to the Bone playing as you're walking up to them.
It's already playing in my head, I have to tell you.
Alright. May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
There's a little stage in the corner where there are 3 gnomes. One is playing a trumpet, the other has a lute, and the third is literally hanging off of a upright bass and plucking it. He's just plucking Bad to the Bone while literally hanging off of his bass. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yes. The gnomic stylings of Zachariah, Zebediah, and Top. I know that's not the band that actually plays Bad to the Bone, but... Yeah, you kind of like walk up and they kind of eye you and the Azar go, now what do you want there, pretty boy?
First of all, thank you. No one says I'm pretty.
Well, compared to these fugly bastards.
Fair enough. You guys, are you in the race? You might be in the race by chance, would you?
One of the more
They're out.
skinny Azer chimes up. Yeah, we are, boy.
Oh, that must have been what they were talking about. Shit.
What, hold on. What, he goes, shut up, Cletus. What do you mean?
Yeah, the Azers over there are kind of saying that there are too many heat in this race already. Talk about thinning the herd.
Thinning the what now?
No, I was just kind of overheard it on my way in.
Those sons of bitches. And as they say this is the point at which, like, we'll say that Lucky kind of does his thing, and you all kind of get that imposing sense of dread, then it fades,
Oh shit.
and they are just kind of like, well, they talking about thinning the herd. Perhaps we should, start first. And they kind of, like, crack their knuckles. You see them kind of, like, grab, like, chains, switchblades, like, war hammers, broadsword. Like, they grab a whole bunch of different weapons, and then you just hear from the back, now, boys, y'all fixing to get yourself in a spot of trouble. Best if y'all just sit down, take a load off. As much as our Goliath friend here bringing us some good news, it seems like it riling y'all up. Maybe best to let the cooler heads talk business. And as you hear this, you see the Azra in the back with the hat that just says Big Hoss walks towards you. He goes, Big Hoss at your service, sir.
Ava Korg at yours.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Korg. Now tell me, why you think that they are talking about thinning the herd, if I may ask? What inclination brought you to that conclusion?
Just a few things really. This was all, like I mentioned to your boys, it was just as I was coming in. One, it was the way they were looking at you and some sly comments they were making to each other about how they were under the impression they were the only Asia that were supposed to be here.
Roll deception.
Okay. Which, you know what? Chap it out a lot. I'm gonna use the die that Hawk gave me.
Alright.
Hawk, thank you.
What'd you roll?
Natural 18.
You're welcome.
So that's a 25.
He squints at you for a moment, like really digs his eyes in, and goes, those sons of bitches. They thought they were the only Azza entering into this race. They know damn well that we was going to be competing against them, because there can only be one Azure gang of the Fire Elemental Plane, and that is the Brass Boys. And they go, Brass Boys! And they all kind of like chime in and like rattle their weapons. And he goes, this is our bar, see? This is our stomping turf. And those burnouts think they can come in here and trance around our territory like theirs?
Oh, so those are the Burnout Boys?
Those are the burnouts.
Oh,
We the
burnouts,
Brass
yeah.
Boys.
Okay, my mistake.
Yeah, I bet you prime materials you think all Azure look alike, huh?
Oh, hell no. Please, I got enough of that shit being a Goliath in human cities.
Yeah, I figure. Hell, old Dominic over there, and he points to Goliath at the bar. Dominic, he been here a long time, and we don't discriminate against no Goliath, see? Because humans think everybody look alike.
I've thankfully got a humor or two that I'm traveling with that has wisened up to that.
Yeah.
Not most human, though.
Oh yeah, no.
But
still
human
plenty of
hate
them
aside, these punks say that they're the only ones that are going to be in the race.
Think so.
Well, boys. Guess we better teach them a lesson, huh?
Just what are you gonna do? I don't know if it's wisest to do it here.
Oh, no, it ain't. No.
Okay,
We value the business here, and you don't want Dominic to draw his blade. And as he says this, Dominic just like looks like immediately as his name is mentioned and the word blade is mentioned in the same sentence, he looks right over in your direction and locks eyes with you, Avok, and he just squints.
I need to talk to Damon. What's his name?
Dominic.
Dominic. I need to talk to Dominic.
He goes, well, I best suggest it. Dominic is a great fighter. He
Really?
used to be the number one. Once previously, when the city of Brass used to have entertainment of this type, he was the number one in the Hellfire Arena. They don't do the gladiatorial matches no more because the old Caliph was done murdered, and the new Caliph took his place. And decided to make things a little fairer for most races. I mean, there's still slavery and subjugation, as you know, but no death matches between no slaves, because slaves are, I don't always agree with the policy, but slaves are good workers and they're good people. They understand what it's like to be subjugated, and us Azir, we get along fine with subjugated people.
This guy very
Yeah.
southern.
Avok is trying to hold back the impulse to start swinging whenever he hears the word slavery, but he understands where it's coming from this time.
Yeah, and he goes, slavery is kind of bullshit, boy.
Avok just raises the chains on him. You're preaching to the choir.
Well, I'm sorry about that, son.
Oh no, that's in my past. I'm done with that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, like most places, the economy don't work well without slaves. I heard that a long time ago, Prime Materials, that Eloran used to hold slaves, but their economy collapsed after slave labor died out.
Yeah, well. You guys
Yeah, well.
economy that someone's getting shit on.
That's material plane. I don't really give a shit about that.
Yeah.
No offense.
Anyway, good luck showing the valley who the only Asia are around here.
Yeah, you too, son.
And I head over to visit Dominic.
As you walk over, like, this whole time, his gaze has not broken. He has been staring at you this whole time.
I imagine this is about the time I noticed the road guy.
Yeah, this is the time that as you're crossing the floor, you notice the rogue guy bump into Merrick, and they kind of
Or
walk.
the Queen of Thieves, I should say.
Yeah. You notice the Queen of Thieves bump into Merrick and keep on trekking past you, and they don't bump into you or doing nothing like that.
Okay. So I just get to Dominic. What's on the menu?
It depends on what you think you can afford.
That's a good question. What? I got a good helping of gold left. What do you think would be something that I haven't had before?
Many drinks that we have on tap are not native to your plane. Our plane. There are many things you would find here that would appease you, and many things that would warp your understanding.
Trust me, my understanding's plenty warped already. Excuse me. And I just look around the bar for a second. Okay, I'm back.
Would you like a menu?
Absolutely.
As you say this, he immediately turns to the back.
Boy! Bring us the finest menu.
And this smaller Goliath child runs out. with a menu and hands it to you, and then runs back and he goes, "Hold on, boy. What do you think you're doing?" I'm heading back to the kitchen, Pops. Very well. Prepare some appetizers, please. And he goes, okay. He goes scurrying back into the kitchen.
Walker, I love you.
What may I get you off this fine menu?
What do I see on it?
I mean, there's your standard menu items. There's different types of ales, both pale, brown, amber, and dark. Additionally, there's different beers along the same kind of variety. A few different wines and some liqueurs and cocktails. The only things that like a lot of them are as well standard beverages that you would have. But a few things do stand out. There's some liquors and some beers that you have never heard of in your life. Just to give an example, there is one that is just called the Bloodier Mary. Then there is one simply called I didn't ask how large the room was, I said I cast Fireball.
Okay.
Additionally, there is a beer just called the Nat 1.
I take it.
Alright.
Let's see how this fucks me up.
Okay. As you ask for the Nat 1, he goes, "Are you sure?"
No, and that's why I want to order it.
"Very well. Boy!" And the kid comes running back out. "Bring me one Nat 1 and a medical waiver." And the kid, like, looks nervous and horrified, and he looks at you, and then looks back at his dad, and looks at you, and looks back at his dad, and
Hey guys, Avok may be out of commission for the rest of the valley.
the guy just nods, and he just goes, "Okay." He runs back to the back, and you hear, like, this loud clanging and smashing. And then you hear from the back as well one... And the kid walks out with this clear glass with this beer that is dark green.
Oh,
And it seems to have some kind of grainy residue floating at the bottom of the glass. And he kind of
do this.
sets it in front of you carefully, and then presents you with a piece of paper that is a full medical waiver, stating in full disclosure, basically, that no matter what happens, the restaurant is not liable for any diseases, stomach pains, or death that may occur from drinking this beverage.
Thank God I have a backup character ready. Yeah. So... You know what? Yeah, let's do this. Avok's gonna have a drink.
Alright.
Guidance.
How much? Are you taking a sip,
Yeah.
a gulp, or a mouthful?
Avok doesn't... He doesn't seem like the kind of guy to me that would sip any drink. So I think I'm just gonna take a gulp.
Alright, so that's in between a sip and a mouthful. So... I need you to roll me a constitution check.
Okay, just a check, not a save.
Oh, sorry. My apologies. Constitution save, yeah.
Same number either way, I'm not proficient with
Good to know.
Cats.
That's a 20. Not 20. That's an 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolling some damage. Let's do this.
Alright. You take 21 points of acid damage.
Oh!
As you drink it down, The thing burns the whole way down. And you are just, like, sitting there, like, kind of choking on it, but you're able to kind of force it down. And after that, you kind of feel, like, queasy and you look a little green.
Delicious.
In addition to taking the 21 points of acid damage, well, no, you rolled an 18. That's above the save. Never mind.
What would have happened?
Don't worry about it.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I got drinking.
Yeah, you've still got a more or less a full glass. Like, you took a gulp, so there's like maybe 4/5 of that beer remaining.
Well, naturally, I gotta finish it. I don't want to be rude.
I hate you. You took 20 points of damage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Stop.
Oh, I'm already 1/5 of my hit points down.
And you're 1/5 of the beer down. It's fitting, isn't it?
It is. I take another gulp.
All right. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 12.
Okay.
7 died. You need to stop. I'm probably gonna stop after this. I can feel Hawk and Zach just being like, "Oh dear God, what are you doing?" They're muted right now.
I'm just kind of.
You take 38 points of acid damage. As drinking down this second gulp just burns the whole way down, and it feels like your insides are like, you know that from just general science that stomach acid is what dissolves your food. You feel like whatever you're drinking is dissolving your stomach. As you're kind of making this grimacing face and look kind of queasy, Avok. 2 things occur. First, since you failed your save,
Yeah, I did.
you feel a light buzz. You're feeling pretty
Cool.
alright.
Awesome. On the ground. Anyone watching?
No one's watching.
Excellent.
Except for the bartender, who's just looking with a look of just, like, stern... He's just staring you down. He's waiting to see how this turns out.
I must have this recipe.
Additionally, you are now poisoned.
Okay, that's fine. So that means all my saves are at disadvantage until it's done.
Yep.
That's fun.
You might want to take the next long rest.
I probably should take the next long rest.
You still got 3/5 of that beer left.
Can I get it to go back?
He looks at you and he goes, "There are no to-go cups. Real men drink."
He's got a point. Disadvantage. Oh. Oh. 18 again.
18 again?
Yeah, I would. Oh, no, not 18. 17. I would have 15 out of 17 naturally.
All right.
Zach, I don't suppose you have like lesser restoration on standby.
You take 24 points of acid damage.
Cool. Go use Stone's endurance on this.
You take 14 points of acid, or 12 points of acid.
The way
11.
this works is I roll a d12 and
Oh.
I add my con mod, and that reduces it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it
think
happened
I have-
immediately.
Lesser
No, I-
restoration.
I would love it if I did that.
So yeah, it's 24 points. So how many did it reduce it by?
10.
So you take 14 points of acid damage. As this goes down not so smooth. You're actually getting kind of used to the taste. It's kind of this really hoppy ale. And there's this other taste that you just cannot place. But it is just like as you're drinking it down, you can't place where this taste comes from, but it's it's pretty pungent.
How much is left?
2/5, because you took another gulp. Each gulp takes down 1/5 of the beer. if you want to finish it, you can try doing a mouthful, or you can do 2 more.
I'm just
gulps.
quickly reading something.
I do have 1 double of cure wounds left on me.
Let's go with that gulp.
All right, you're gonna do another gulp.
Yeah. No. I mean mouthful. Let's go.
Mouthful.
Do
All
this.
right. I'm gonna need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
With disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Yep.
$17 again. I owe 2 15s.
Okay. Once again, you succeeded on the save, so no more foul deeds occur to you, but you will still take damage.
Oh yeah. Let's see if this downs me.
You take 34 points of acid damage. Are you still alive?
So, my question,
I'm-
hold on. Does Merrick see the thud as Avok hits the floor?
Is he unconscious?
I'm unconscious. Yes. I had 29 hit points left.
Yeah, you see Avok hit the floor. And
Well, Lucky, it was great talking to you. I'll be right back. Bye.
as soon Lucky's just kind of like confused. And as soon as he hits the floor, before you can even like walk over there, Dominic yells at the top of his lungs, "We've got a winner!" And everyone like immediately in the bar is like screaming and yelling. And as Merrick walks up, he goes, "So you are this man's next of kin?"
Something like that. Spare the dying.
You stabilize him.
Oh, yeah, I got. Well, here we go. Cure wounds.
Oh, cool.
Look, if you just take him back, Rando could probably heal you.
I mean, okay, for the sake of this, like, just because I don't really like the way Spare the Dying is.
I'm not going to burn a spell. I'm actually just going to take out my alchemy jug, regular healing potion.
Smart
And
man.
just
You got the cords, right? Do the cords heal?
no, the cords just give me a bunch
Redeemer's
of
Cord,
stuff.
yeah, they give you different
Yeah.
stuff, but it's not really healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to give him a healing potion.
All right, as you pop the healing potion in his mouth, roll for that heal.
Okay. Regular healing potion. Just grabbing the. I have a chart somewhere.
It's,
2d4.
wait, am I still poisoned?
I guess you're unconscious, so that doesn't apply anymore.
Fair enough.
You heal 5 points.
Cool.
So at least you're conscious.
Meg just heals him and goes, "You're an idiot. But you won."
I'm a champ.
As you kind of gurgle that, he goes, "You did well, boy."
Thanks, Dad.
He kind of blinks and is confused for a second and goes, "Tell me, what size t-shirt do you wear?"
XXL.
He reaches behind the bar and pulls out a t-shirt. It is bright blue and it says, "I drank the gelatinous cube."
Are you serious?
Avok is just looking at the
Yep.
t-shirt.
I made a list of drinks and different ingredients, and the Nat 1 is part. It is an actual beer that is brewed with different poisonous materials, and the topper is freshly carved gelatinous cube.
I
my
just look at the shirts, back at the glass, back at the shirts. Can I have one for my girlfriend?
Would you like to drink another Nat 1?
I'll take the t-shirt.
On that note, do you have any? I went to the. My boyfriend went to the fire elemental plane, and all I got was a scrap of t-shirts.
Oh, I should have looked for that while we're at the bazaar.
No,
You
but
have
you
one.
can find that at the bazaar.
It's okay. I'll
We'll grab one on the way out.
yeah, I'll get one.
Additionally,
Yes.
he gestures to you, Merrick. He goes, "Would you like to have a beverage?"
Thank you for the offer, but I must be going.
Your loss.
We must ensure that the other players get a chance to play this game.
Yeah, that'd be fair. I mean, it would have been great if you'd invited them out to drink and they could have spent their long rest just partying. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, Merrick could have taken that nat 1. I gotta say, he's got way more hit points than Avok.
I mean, it depends. To trap it, and like, I mean, it's been a couple hours now. Like, as y'all trump the bazaar and as you all hit the bar, I'd say at this point it's been maybe 2 or 3 hours. And y'all are pretty deep into your trance. But trap it at the same point, like you and Rando have both done this enough times that in this meditative state you can still be aware of outside stimuli. You have not heard Merrick or Avok stomping about on the top deck of the ship. What would y'all like to do?
Either they're dead or they're gathering materials.
I mean, Travis got a. Actually, I didn't realize Chroma Cat crashed along with Discord. Travis got a proficiency for con saves. Let's get drunk.
All right, so I mean, you're still pretty deep into your long rest, and you know, I'll say that for the sake of this because I do want to give y'all a chance to roleplay, and I do want to kind of also move things along. I will let y'all count the final hour of your long rest at the bar if you would like.
Yeah, I can do it.
Rando, would you like to join your father, or would you like to keep meditating?
I mean, Rando's gone drinking once in his life.
So
This is true! You should hit the bar!
So what I'm hearing is, as Miro goes, I'm sorry, but we must be off. Trap and Rando kick the door.
For
Like,
some
what's
reason,
up, bitches?
I know this isn't true, but for some reason, I feel like Rando has like resistance to poison. I doubt it, but like I feel like it's a thing.
You have the blue bell?
Nope.
You know what? That's what drunks feel like. You're perfectly
That's
character.
fair. Are we still at the bar when they show up, or have we gone up to find the reader t-shirts?
I'd say at this point, yeah, like this would be into your third hour, so you'd still be at the bar. If they want to show up, they would arrive as you all are preparing to leave.
I'll be up for it.
Rando, you in?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Rando and Trappet, you all leave the ship real quick as Linsbor and Percy are still doing inventory on the gemstones. And as you all kind of like look around, you see in the far distance a kind of dive bar called the Burning Rubber with this tire that looks like it's on fire. And you kind of realize that'd probably be a pretty cool place to get some drinks, have some entertainment, and just kind of relax. And right as you all push open the doors, you kind of see, like, as you all push open the doors, I think that would be the point at which Avok yells out, "I'm a champion!" And you kind of, like, watch as he gets handed this t-shirt, and you are now free to kind of... You are now free to kind of approach or do what you want.
Travis is kind. I didn't hear. I thought he was dead.
Merrick sees them enter this, goes, oh, Palo, no.
Trap it!
How about you,
Rando! I drank the slime.
What?
As he kind of, like, holds up his t-shirt weakly.
Oh,
Well, good for you, dear.
oh my Nephion.
What was that, Trappet?
What?
Was that Trappets?
He said, "Ah, well, good for you, dear."
Ah, okay. I thought you said something from Merrick.
All right. Rando, we'll be having what he had.
No, you won't.
What?
You know.
What?
I looked over
As you say that,
Dying.
as you say that, Dominic immediately goes, "Boy, I need another nat 1 and a medical waiver."
Travis just cracks his knuckles. All right. Well, so we're kind of warm about to the nat 1. First, Trapped gestures about basically makes a gesture to Avok. All right, we're gonna need shots lined up about yay long.
Well, you're born to me. I'm with you.
I'm grabbing my boss dice because that's the only one I feel like will save me.
He looks at you and goes, "What type of shots would you like?"
Let's see. Do you have any Dorma brandy?
You mean Duragar brandy?
Yeah, sorry. I combined Wesley Dumeyer with Duragar somehow.
He goes,
We do not, unfortunately.
Is Redo going to be partaking in the streaking contest?
I do, however,
Yeah.
have something that, if this is competitive, you all may be interested in.
And what would that be?
he looks across the four of you and he goes,
Will each of you be competing?
No. I'm going to be the designated driver, apparently.
so Avok and Merrick aren't in?
Yeah.
No.
I'm in.
He looks
I
at
don't
you.
have a choice.
He looks at you both, and he goes, he looks at you, Rando, and you, Trevor. And he goes,
I suggest if you are going to do a contest of endurance,
he yells across the bar,
they shall compete in the Tiamat!
and then everyone in the bar like immediately goes,
The what?
He said the Tiamat. Rando, get over here. You're so good with magic, man. I love you sometimes.
and as he says this, you watch as he lines up in front of each of you 5 shot glasses.
Merrick pats Rando on the shoulder and blesses him with guidance.
Boy.
What?
I don't know if druids are proficient in con saves. I trust Trapper.
We are not.
Sorcerers do, though.
As he lines these shots up, his son brings out the Nat 1 and a medical waiver.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh boy.
As you like, did you want one for Rando too, or is it?
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
As you say that, the kid looks very worried, runs back, comes out with another one and another medical waiver for Rando.
Just curiosity. What's Rando's and Trevor's hip?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Not that much.
I mean, Red can see
Enough.
Well, that's true. I can see it, so I have to do
Enough.
the damage.
it. Yeah.
Enough.
I just want to point out that Rando's not at full HP.
No,
Oh, well, he should be.
Rested.
Yeah, you all rested, so
It should be.
I like
Yeah,
how we take a long
fix
rest
that.
just to immediately damage ourselves. Well, we got back for spells.
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay, so as the nat ones are set before you, he prepares the Tiamat. First, in the first shot glass, he pulls a bottle out, and he goes,
This is Kraken rum.
and he pours in the first shot, and this thing is pitch black.
I'm face bombing.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, brand name drops aside, he gives you a little context. He goes,
This rum is brewed with Kraken ink.
While he's doing all this,
How
Merrick,
come
and
they
is
get warnings?
and is known to be rather potent.
Trevor
And
nods.
as you ask that, he goes,
Because the Tiamat requires its champions to know what they are getting into.
You know what? That's fair. I like it.
as this is going on, Merrick is going over comms. Hey, Lensborg, expect us back somewhere in the next 30 minutes and get cut to prep the ship. We are getting the fuck out of here before we get started another drinking contest.
as he says that, you watch as he pulls out another bottle, and this one is a solid brass bottle with this lead stopper.
Oh no.
And he uncaps it, and you kind of like, as he uncaps it, you watch as a spout of flame shoots out of the bottle.
Trevor just pats Rando on the back excitedly. Oh, this is going to be a very fun bonding experience, son.
He pours in 2 shots, and these are bright red. And the second they come into contact with air, they ignite themselves.
I have a gift for this.
And he gestures over this, and he goes,
This is the Caliph's personal brew. The Ring of Fire!
Ooh, a local drink.
and as he shouts the Ring of Fire, everyone shouts back, The Ring of Fire!
Ring of fire.
Just a quick question.
A ring of fire.
Yes.
if Rando knocks himself out from this, who's gonna heal him?
I got one spell slot left.
Merrick. I mean, Rando has an alchemy jug and
Yeah,
potions.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he does.
Yeah, I have.
You know, a lot of other things.
Yeah, I got some
Yeah.
I
potions to
also
take care of
still have
myself.
my.
I also have noticed that Rando has some potions. I'm sorry, but I've had to look through your inventory just because I was scared.
I reach over and hand Merrick a healing and greater healing potion.
Copy.
Next, he pulls out this bottle, and it is like chilled over. Like even in the fire elemental plane, this thing has frost all over it. He uncaps it and pours this almost neon blue liquid into 2 shot glasses.
What?
This is the storm's fury tequila.
He also going to be a Storm Sage brand tequila. 13 years age, perhaps.
Fuck you, asshole.
No one on stream will get that joke, but thank you.
Welcome.
He finally pulls out another bottle, and this one is actually like a pitch black bottle, like black obsidian glass. But as he uncorks it, you watch as the liquid he pours out is actually like crystal clear. It looks almost like water.
Why do I feel like this is the most dangerous of them all?
This is a corn-based ale, but not just any corn. Corn grown in the purest airs of the air elemental plane.
We call it a Pepsi.
This is Skyshot.
Holy shit.
And finally,
Oh, we're not done?
the chaser at the end.
And they all like, you all watch as they all start banging their fists against the tables all around you. It's just like, he produces a final bottle of very pristine emerald. Like the bottle itself is made of emerald. He uncorks the top with this diamond stopper and pours into 2 shot glasses this bright green liquid before producing from beneath the bar 2 black pearls and dropping them in each of the final shots as you watch as the green liquid begins to bubble wildly.
This is the greatest beverage of all. The truest of the true, the most refined of the refined. This.
And he grins and he goes,
Is the green finish line. Not the most imaginative name for the shot, although I'm told that the liquor is quite popular in the Feywild.
Oh.
It goes by the final drink is the green finish line, but it goes by 2 separate names. Oberon Absinthe with a green dragon's pearl.
I want to roll insight on this quick.
go for it.
While this is going on, Milk's giving Abok the rest of the healing potion.
That's a nat
alchemy-
20.
Alchemy jug, so he can heal
Uh,
5 hit points.
That's a 28 altogether.
He is
then you want to
absolutely
spell it,
telling the truth.
Okay, but I'm trying to, like, what is this again?
Yeah, it's absinthe.
Oh my god.
Makes you hallucinate.
I mean, that's
Pure absinthe does.
yeah, pure. Well,
Not in America.
the European absinthe, yes.
Yeah, like it's not what we get here in America.
Yeah.
Walker, sorry to interrupt, but how many drinks can Avok take from the alchemy jug with a lower healing rate?
I mean, you produce 1 per day with the alchemy jug, but
Yeah,
I'd
but how
say
many
you can get like
drinks can you take from
3 swigs.
Okay. He's just trying to get me above 5.
All right, Trapid looks over the drinks. I think these do very nicely. How do you want, Rando? Let's make this game a little interesting.
Okay, you say that, but what do you bet? What do you say?
For every drink you take to keep up with me, I'll give you
God.
one question. To ask,
mean an
I will
answer?
answer. Yes.
Okay. Oh boy. And that okay. I guess. By the way, I just used my only nat 20 for the whole day, so
I know. This is going to be interesting.
Like
I want to see how
last
many
month.
questions you get.
it was with my boss dice too.
I'll say this, as he looks over this, he goes, I would recommend that you finish the Tiamat before you do the Nat 1. You may not be around to finish the Tiamat if you drink the Nat 1 first.
Ava just like holds both of them by the shoulders, like
Let's go.
be careful
I'm
with
getting
the nat
excited.
1.
I'm getting excited.
You got 40 HP back.
I realize as well that socially speaking, y'all have never actually had any, like, bar time. Y'all have had different things that you've done socially, but this is the first time you've hit a bar up.
Yeah, okay. Rando and Trapid were in a bar with the first time I tried
first
to
adventure, yeah.
approach the whole father-son thing, and then
I think go well.
Rando just saw something kind of shiny and wandered away.
I think
He was
what
drunk.
A storm came out of nowhere and boom.
Your Trapid's just like, shit.
I think I kind of remember that. Didn't someone grab his ass or something?
Yeah, like
Yeah, the granny.
Yeah.
God, that was forever ago.
That
I
was
know.
before I was in the party.
I know. Trapid's been trying since then to start that conversation.
Anyway,
All right.
it's line them up.
Shot, 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 shots.
Shotting! Shots.
Alright.
Shots.
Let's
All right.
do this.
So, the first shot up, of course, is the Kraken rum. Gentlemen, at
sweaty.
your leisure, down your shots.
All right, roll con, right?
That would be a Constitution saving throw, yes.
All right, what did guidance do again? I forgot.
Gives you an extra D4 to add to your roll.
Oh boy!
22.
22?
Woo! That 20 again! Woo! And I still gotta roll the other one.
So, Zach, what's your total?
20. What's my con again? I think it's.
Your Constitution is a 1.
So 21.
Plus 1.
So 21 and 22. You both down the Kraken rum. And it burns a little as it goes down. But there's no like immediate adverse side effects. You notice until I'm assuming Trappit would be the first one to take a verbal jab at his opponent.
And he's like, nah, Trapid's being a little nice. Bad's good, doesn't it, lad?
Rando, you notice that Trappit's tongue is pitch black.
You got a little something.
Trapid just sticks his tongue out.
Yeah,
like
Trappit,
Gene
you
Simmons
look over
style.
as Rando says that, you notice that his tongue is jet black. Your tongues are now dyed black.
Yeah, Trapid just like forks his tongue at Rando and just grins.
We should bring one of these back
right,
for
question one.
Lensboy. Guys, real thing. We should bring some of these back for Lensboy and just not tell him what they do.
All right,
And I mean
question
him as a
one.
player.
What did you do before you got married the first time?
That's actually a teacher. I taught at a school. Small little human village.
Does it count if I ask what kind of teacher? Is that another question, or?
No, I mean, Trapid would just play like, just general teaching, common, arithmetic, very rural area. Marianne's father took me in. And since I was educated, I decided to help out around the community.
All right. Next one.
All right. Constitution saving throw, gentlemen.
Now, I get to roll guidance for every single one, right?
Yeah, that's like a
I-
minute.
Yeah, it lasts for a minute as long as he maintains concentration.
Okay, 1 sec here.
21 this time.
I'm looking at it.
21, okay.
Here we go. Now I'm gonna roll. Fuck. Okay, that's a 7. I'm gone.
Okay.
Man, that was fast.
All right.
I'm glad you got the heart to heart in before
Trap it.
window passed.
Mm-hmm.
You take 11 points of fire damage,
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god.
but you're still not feeling that buzz. Rando. You take 6 points of fire damage,
Oh. What?
but you're feeling a little tipsy. Or you're feeling a little buzz.
Okay. Alright. Whew. Spicy.
I should have cast Mage Armor on myself before this.
What would that have done?
That fire resistance?
No, mage armor just boosts your AC.
I'm joking, guys.
What?
So,
Absorb elements would help you out for acid.
I thought about it, but I don't want to cheat.
oh, that's half the fun.
Technically, I'm
stones and
cheating,
ruins.
but you did it to me. I didn't do it to myself.
Technically, you have another question, Rando.
Mhm.
I know. Alright. I gotta think about this here, because you kind of just threw it at me.
Such is life. You never exactly know when you're gonna get something you want, or when
Alright,
you get
alright.
something you want.
I got one. Who's your favorite child?
Ah, well, that's a tough one.
Trap it. As you go, you begin to taste like a little bit of a cinnamon aftertaste.
Fireball, huh?
No. It's literal, more or less, like fire water, but they added a little bit of cinnamon to make it bearable on the back end.
I was making jokes like, so this literally is Fireball. Yeah. Trapid just kind of goes, well, you are the only one so far who hasn't tried to murder me. So far. So currently you're in the lead. And after all, you are the one that I joined Platinum Watch for.
Alright. Next one.
All right.
Freaking out
As you
about
say,
guys.
next one, you also taste that little cinnamon aftertaste. It's pleasant. All right. If I remember correctly, the next one was the storm shot. Was the storm tequila.
Man, I should have finished reading all these drinks before I settled on the nat 1.
Yeah, you should have. Roll me that Constitution saving throw, gentlemen. Knock it back.
Guidance.
Nat 20.
Okay, that's good.
Nat 20.
What's the mod?
Alright, I'll...
Oh, plus mod,
Ghetto 20.
27 total.
27 total, and then Zach, yours is a 20 total.
Yep.
Congratulations. Both of you do not feel any real like buzz or anything going on from this one either. You kind of like are able to knock it back pretty light. I'm gonna need each of you to roll me now a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Something rando's good at, but not me.
Double check.
I
What
got
do
you,
I
bud.
have for that for save? Thank you.
Ghetto 20.
You have a
20?
plus. For save, it's a plus 8.
Nice. All right, that's a 19.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta roll the guidance. 23.
Okay. So y'all just take half damage.
Oh.
Okay. Trap it. You take 6 points of psychic. 4 points of lightning damage and 2 points of psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
As it kind of tingles you and you kind of just feel a bit weird after drinking it. And Rando, you take 3 points of. Let's see here. 3 points of electric damage and 5 points of psychic damage.
So that's 8 total.
8 total. As you also, like, y'all don't feel tipsy, but you just kind of feel weird after drinking that. Like, you feel like a jolt through your body after downing it, and then it just kind of, like, makes your brain feel kind of weird.
Rando's unconscious. No, I'm kidding.
While we do this, I'm
Dear
ordering.
God, I would be concerned.
While we're doing this, I'm ordering a local pale ale.
You've already got the nat 1! What is wrong?
Calm down.
I mean, pale ale's only like 5% alcohol. That's just a chaser.
Sure.
That's just a sip. That's just a
All
something
right.
to sip on while Rando asks questions.
Sure.
Alright.
They give you the menu for the pale ales. There are 3 that catch your eye that you have never consumed before.
And go to the first one, as long as it doesn't have, like acid damage or something like that.
You don't know.
Yeah, because that's in the description.
Yeah, that's totally in the description.
It just says,
no,
it just says acid damage.
I'll give you the 3 and you decide which one you want. There is the Forge Masters Pale Ale. There is the Caliph's IPA. And then there is the Ash Market Tonic.
I'll do the Ash Market.
All right, they bring you an Ash Market Tonic. It is a pale ale that is actually kind of gray in color. Like it's a light, kind of like it looks almost.
This is a hazy pale ale.
Yeah, it's kind of like silvery in color.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like it's not like Quicksilver, but it's like see-through, but gray.
Cool. Alright, ask you the next question there, Rando.
Alright.
Just take a sip.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course.
You're drinking liquor.
Hey,
Or-
pale ale's
or-
not liquor.
Well, you're drinking.
You're on the fire plane. This is liquor.
Okay. That's a 24.
Okay, you make your save. Nothing happens.
Alright. What is the best way that you have made money throughout the years?
I don't that it's either. That's a very quite difficult question. It's either the time that I was a pirate, or perhaps the time I was a cult leader. That was a very fun one.
You were a cult leader?
Yeah, there's the. Well, to get a few psychotropic drugs here and there. Things kinda get a bit out of hand.
Okay, that's me laughing, not Rando.
All right.
Sort of, and once you get your electric guard down, the shadow tattoos and glowing eye appears. When someone's high enough, they can see that as a bit of a divinity.
Fair. Plus you got 2 now, though.
I suppose I do have 2 now.
All right, and
Number 4.
number 4. I need Constitution saves, gentlemen.
Oh, no. Alright. Alright, here we go.
26.
Using the boss dice. Shit. Shit. Oh no. That's a 6.
+4. A D4.
I did.
Okay. Trap it.
Rando. Yeah.
Oh.
You slam back the shot. And with all these compounding, you've got a bit of a buzz. This is the first one that's actually hit you. I mean, it goes down like diesel fuel.
Ugh.
It's strong, but it's very smooth. Like it is almost like drinking water, but it just hits you almost immediately. Rando,
Oh god.
you down your shot, and you're feeling pretty all right. And then it just hits you like a wave.
Oh no.
You like the room is spinning, everything is like wobbling and just out of control and strong.
Suddenly you become a field ball.
And like everything is loud and then quiet and then loud again. Every person's face is kind of warping a little bit. Like whatever this was, it was good, but it was strong.
Oh no.
I'm gonna summon one of my shadow familiars just to kind of prop him up.
Imagine, like, the best way I could put this is, has anyone watched The Flash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 4, The Bachelor Party.
Okay.
I just
Okay, I
love
follow
chicken
you.
nuggets.
I'm just, yeah, he's like, I love
Flash.
chicken wings so much.
Dude, that's honestly me. Like,
Everyone's job, I'm a cop. I am the Flash.
Flash. Or my personal favorite, Joe. Why didn't Rose make room for Jack on the door? There was plenty of room.
dude,
So
that
many
is
people
me.
buffing
That's
about
honestly me.
All right, new rule, guys. The twins have to come down to Awa, and we're doing the Tiamat.
Oh God. Oh.
I can whip something up, yeah.
No.
Dude, we'll Scotch Irish with
no.
backups. You don't want this to happen.
There's a tattoo on the bottom of my foot that reads "Do not mix with alcohol."
Yeah, like, I tried getting Storm to drink. He didn't do it.
Fair enough, I guess.
I mean,
Anyway.
same.
I'm scared of myself.
If Rando is about to pass out, I'm just gonna have.
He's not about to pass out, but he is off his rocks.
Don't worry,
I'm just
Avok is right there behind him, ready to catch him. He's also
Alright,
it's so wobbly.
Can I?
So if I
Sorry, one sec. Can I use my new shadow animal? Just summon it to just kind of help prop him up, like behind his chair.
If I remember correctly, the things that we worked on were the Yondu Lance. We did not work on the Altered Familiar.
Oh, you told me. I thought you said I just ended up with that one after what happened.
It would
So
need to be
for
something that
her.
you focused on, but
Okay,
you
never mind.
could get it easy.
Okay, don't worry about it right now then. Alright, I believe you have one more question now there, Rando.
Alright, if I okay. So if I wanted to contact my other siblings, how would I be able to do that?
Well, I mean, you could always check, wanted posters for one. I mean, just,
Okay.
from a familiar level, likely.
And how many of us are? Oh wait, that's another question. Crap.
Trap it, allow it. You just go, go ahead, boy.
How many of us are wanted criminals? Because I might have to, get a bounty for one of them eventually.
Trap it just kind of starts counting. It is like you just see him count over about 7 fingers, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know, I forgot about that one, and then there's that one." At least, kind of Kino, I suppose. At least 3.
Including.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, here we go. Another.
All right, y'all toss back the final shot. I'm gonna need Constitution saving throws from both of you.
Oh no.
What's that? 18.
Ooh.
And is
Do I
this
ro-
the net one?
Night one's coming. 25.
Wait, we haven't even done
No, wait.
that one yet.
Yeah, 25.
Oh no.
All right, 25.
Well, oh god. Oh god. I'd like to use absorb elements.
Okay, you can do that after I get what your con
See, I
save
don't
was.
get to do that. Rando.
12.
Hmm. Okay. Trap it.
Yeah.
It goes down smooth, and by the time that y'all have gotten to this drink, the pearl has dissolved completely.
That's why it's fun to hear from the DM.
As you kind of like look over at Rando, there's just kind of this green aura about him. It's kind of pretty all right. And as you kind of look around the room, everything's just bright and colorful, and the flicker of the torchlights kind of seems to leave this faint translucent glow around it. And as you look over at Merrick, even though he's not even though consciously before this you were aware that he was not in werewolf form, as you look over there, you just see a werewolf in armor just kind of cock an eyebrow at you and just kind of look concerned as Avok is looking at y'all, and everything that he says is just really slow.
Aww.
Which is funny because everyone else is still speaking at normal speed, but Avok is just in slow motion.
He's his true self. Traffic just giggles hysterically and just slowly reaches out in mage hands to pat Merrick on the head and scratch his muzzle.
They're just kind of doing that thing where he like leans back from mage hand, like, what are you doing?
Rando.
What?
Oh god, I'm gone.
Here's a good boy.
Doing this again?
You down the shot, and everything is pretty alright at first. You know, everything was kind of wobbly and wonky and kind of fun. And then everything just starts to get really bright and colorful, and you're enjoying yourself. And then everything suddenly takes a turn.
Yeah, there we go.
You look over, and, you know, everything's bright and colorful. Trappet's cloak is just, like, assaulting your eyes. Avok is... You look over at Avok is just a grizzly bear and is just, like, talking in slow motion. Merrick is, like, glowing with the light of Palor. And as you look over at Dominic the bartender, it seems like his tattoos are just on fire.
Notes taken.
And then, right as you kind of like look over that way, you look back over at Trappet, and then suddenly he is a dolphin.
What?
And then you start looking around, and everything, like, the torchlight begins to change. It begins to turn from its kind of like orange glow to this darkened green, sickening color, and the room begins to turn black and dark, and suddenly everyone is wearing these robes, and as you look over to your right,
oh no,
you see these robed individuals with these porcelain white owl masks, and as you look into the masks, they open their owl beak and screech an unholy screech at you, and as you open your mouth to scream, you pass out. So, Trappet, you just watch as Rando has just kind of got this wonderful green aura, and it's kind of cool, and he's looking around, and he has got these eyes of wonder, and then suddenly he's got this horrified look on his face, and he turns around and sees the owl men at the end of the bar, which to you just look like humanoid owls.
Yeah.
And then he opens his mouth to kind of scream, and then he just, boom, passes out. Like, he just falls, like, head down in your lap. Just, boom, out.
I prop him up in the chair. That's a good lad.
He's just unconscious.
I did not use absorb elements.
He's unconscious.
I got him.
Yeah, you want to bring him back to the ship, and I got trap it.
Hold on, I'm still going.
Jesus.
Maybe just punch Rando over his shoulder for the time being.
We're gonna use that 4-hour rest well, damn it.
And as you said, y'all finish the Tiamat. Dominic gestures to you and just go, and like in slow motion, you just hear, the winner, and everyone's just like, yeah, and everyone immediately is like, yeah, and like it speeds up, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. I am going to take the basic healing potion I gave Merrick. Actually, I'm just going to let Merrick hold that. I'm just going to take another one so I can regain hit points before taking the nat one.
Okay.
Oh.
Trap had died.
Hey, I should really read my spells.
Okay, roll the healing potion.
It's a 1d4 plus 2?
For a basic?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's or wait, isn't it 2d4 plus 2?
Is it 2d4?
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Let's roll that again then. 9.
You take 9 points of damage.
Oh. What?
As you slam back the healing potion, what would normally restore your fortitude and health feels just sick and rotting in your gullet. And you just kind of double over and just feel weird as you take 9 points of poison damage.
Maybe damage now fixes him, and I punch him in the... No. I think you just need a long rest, which we just did, so we're going to need another long...
We'll set sail as soon as we're back on the ship.
Oh, I just spent money on this shot though.
I mean, y'all finished the Tiamat and you won.
Okay. I just feel bad about wasting the nat one.
Don't, it will kill you.
Hey, is that a normal effect of the Tiamat?
He just looks at you and he goes, "Yes."
Yeah, good to know.
Do you want to finish your nat 1?
I wanted to try it, but I think
Go,
the
oh,
Christ
then
tried to
go,
apply
go,
that.
I mean, go ahead if you... I misunderstood, so if you want to try, go ahead.
I'll probably die, but let's give it a shot.
Wait, so you're carrying, Merrick, you're carrying Rando out?
Yeah, but Merrick's waiting for the rest of the team. He's not
Okay.
letting us get separated.
So, Avok, you haven't left
He's in
yet?
horror plays.
No, I'm waiting for Trap It.
Okay.
I
I
will
mean,
perception.
we can just go.
No, you can finish it.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Okay.
fine, seriously.
Okay.
And Avok would just like to roll perception because he's paranoid as hell. That's a 30.
These eyes, who are they?
Merrick is just going to make sure Reynolds okay and just spill the dying. Because I realized I forgot to do that.
You stabilize him.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, just because you did that, Rando. Zach?
Oh my god, he drank. He kept drinking
Yeah.
with us.
I'm here. I'm here.
Zach,
Dead.
Yeah.
roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Do I still have my guidance?
No.
I don't have it anymore.
Oh,
I dropped it.
here we go. 13.
Okay. Merrick,
Yeah.
as you stabilize Rando, he kind of like stops, just kind of feeling clammy and sweaty.
Oh no.
So you're like, okay, good, he's healed, and then immediately, Rando, you wake up for like a split second,
I'm deploying my shield.
and I mean that's not gonna do anything. And you had him thrown over your shoulder.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
He vomits down your back.
I was like, don't do it. I'm
Like,
trying.
you're holding him over your shoulder, and you're like, spare the dying, and you're like, and he's just like, oh, and you're like,
Does anyone
eh.
happen to know prestidigitation?
Yeah. Well, hold on. You're like, oh, like as he goes, oh, you're like, okay, there's a go, and you just hear,
I drop him. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
he falls into his own vomit. No, I'm just kidding.
This is bringing back some bad memories, guys.
That's. Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
You're doing okay with this, son.
He's unconscious again. I mean, he's stabilized, but he's still unconscious.
Trevor just looks at Merrick and shrugs.
Nick just has like the stern soldier look, but with like the small like little eye twitch, like. Well,
I mean, if you pass out from that, I can carry you.
This is the first time Trap has kind of fucked with Merrick since we started.
yeah. Merrick is slowly remembering the words of Lucky from 15 minutes ago in game.
Yep.
Alright.
Control.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Anyway. Traffic just gives Merrick a salute and takes a chug of the Nat 1.
Okay, so you're taking a sip, a gulp, or a mouthful.
Chug.
Okay, so you're not stopping?
The whole thing.
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll me 5 Constitution saving throws.
Oh god, this is gonna suck so bad.
Just each time you make one, let me know the number and then stop.
Okay, I was just put up 5 die, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still roll the 5 die. Just tell me the result of the first one and then just let me know.
I just want to point out that on average, this did 20 points of damage to me
Yeah.
per drink.
It was pretty chips and
Like,
then
in
more
this on the
sheets.
corner of my laptop. Okay.
Does
Alright,
that make
the-
cantrips?
What's up?
I was talking out loud to myself.
Alright, let's see. I'm organizing them from highest to lowest. Alright. There is a... I guess it's not bad. There is a 21,
Okay.
a 22,
Okay.
a... Oh, wow. I'm literally one away from having a sequence on the rest. Very cool. It says 21, 22. That is a 20... What's 7? Yeah, it's 24.
Okay.
Sorry. A 23 and a 26.
Okay, so that's a 21, a 22, a 23, a 24, and a 26?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a very weird cluster of numbers.
All right. So with the, as you down the first bit, you're still pretty good. But it just burns as it's going down, and you take 22 points of acid damage. Then and then as you get the next bit down, you kind of like stumble and choke a little bit as you take 30 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And you were kind of like feeling pretty good before, you know, kind of tipsy and viewing some fun things. At this point, the room is spinning, Trap It. And it is just not feel good.
No. I also want to roll away from dying.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
That's a lot of rolls.
All right, let's see.
They're all -3s.
As you down the third kind of gulp in this chug, you take 35 points of acid damage.
Trap It is down.
Heal him, heal him, heal him.
Spill the dying.
All right.
Yeah, that puts me at -17. Wow. That's why I gave you a greater healing potion.
And with that, Trap It. As you get that bit down, you kind of like gulp it down and you stop mid chug. Your eyes flutter for a second, and then your hand releases, the glass hits the bar, and you hit the floor.
Merrick picks up Trap and puts him over the shoulder next to his son. Like, okay, here we go.
You cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah.
Trap, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, damn it.
Not 20.
On.
As he throws it over the shoulder, you cast Spare the Dying, you just kind of hear.
Thank you.
And you carry the two unconscious but stabilized elves back to the ship.
I mean, just shove my potion down my throat so I can walk back. That's why I give it to you.
No, this is much simpler.
No.
Honestly, it's funnier this way.
Fair.
And as much as I'd like to go back into the rally, I've actually had good amount of fun with this, so I think this is where we're going to end the session tonight.
Okay. Just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I find that T-shirt for Rita?
You know what? I will allow it. You find the T-shirt. As Merrick walks out with Trappet and Rando, he just turns to Avok as Avok is still in there, and he goes, "That'll be 25 gold."
That's it.
Hey, Merrick, I found a T-shirt for me. Do you need a T-shirt?
You know, it would help.
I'll take another T-shirt.
I'm just gonna. Depends. Will the T-shirt buff my AC?
No, it's just common cloak.
It'll probably conceal the stench.
I'm just gonna clean my armor back at the ship.
Okay, 25 gold it is.
Merrick, frustratingly.
So you pay for the drinks, and then he directs you to a stand where you can buy novelty shirts.
Excellent.
And it, huh?
Wait, the 25 was for the drinks?
Yeah, y'all walked out without paying. Avok was the only one still there.
Oh, in that case, I'd take it from Trappet's funds. Because he want those drinks.
Well, okay, then Trappet has also paid for your nat 1.
Does Ava care?
Nah.
You reach into my coin purse and only find 10 copper coin.
I doubt it.
No, my actual coin purse is this tied to my belt is literally just 10 copper.
Investigation check to find your gold.
Does Merrick need to be the
Oh,
one?
you're gonna be very disappointed, my friend.
I won't.
Nah, I
won't
gotta
hide.
cover it.
All right.
Guys.
17.
Merrick will cover it.
I'm sorry, I just took that as a challenge. Like, what?
Guys, who's paying for the drinks?
Merrick.
I'm unconscious.
Okay, so Merrick pays for the drinks. Avok, you find a novelty t-shirt stand.
Okay.
There are a lot of different novelty t-shirts here. And as you kind of looking around, you just hear,
What interests you, hybrid?
Just a novel t-shirt for my girlfriend.
Very well.
and he kind of gestures over to all the different t-shirts. There are a wide variety of shirts here. One says, I went to the fire elemental plane and all I got is a stupid t-shirt. One is just, I'm with stupid, and it's an arrow, and the other shirt says stupid. One says party animal, and it's a werewolf with 2 beers in its hand, howling at the moon.
I buy one from Eric.
Additionally, there's 2 other t-shirts. One is a very small shirt. It is a shirt with a small, like, chibi Cthulhu on it.
Aww.
And it just says Cthulhu Fataga, and then on the back of it, it just says, "Give your soul to the underflesh!"
Holy shit.
In all caps.
Yo, I want this.
I'll buy one for Rando.
I think Zach was talking in real life.
Oh.
Yes. The answer is yes. I want both.
And then, there's a wide variety of other novelty T-shirts. Some are just like fire elemental plane. Some say air elemental plane. They're lots of different ones. And then there's just one that sings to you, Avok. Like, you feel like this would be one that Rita would love. In an ironic sense.
Oh, give it to me. What does it say?
My sentient weapon won't shut up. And then on the back it says, so I buried it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll take that one.
And on the picture of it too is like this little sword, it's actually a tiefling holding a black obsidian sword with an eye fixed in it, and you see like these little like chat bubbles coming off the sword, and the tiefling is kind of cupping one hand over their ear, and then on the back you just see the tiefling walking away, like dusting their hands off, as you see a little burial mound where the sword is just sticking out of.
Excellent. I'm getting a very con vibe shit out of this.
You get the feeling that this guy peddles to a lot of different events.
Yeah, this is very honest alley. Yeah, I'll take the Cthulhu one, I'll take the werewolf one, and I'll take the sentient weapon one.
All right. He looks it over and he goes, very well, Flesh. That will be... That will be 4 gold.
No, I'll take 2 of the Cthulhu ones, one for Lens Boy.
5 gold.
You got it.
He looks it over and he begins to fold them up and he goes, with the purchase of 5 gold or higher, you get 1 free t-shirt.
Awesome.
I think I want to trap it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what would trap it like.
If you feel like chipping in a little extra gold, you can get a duo.
The stupid t-shirts. Just one that says stupid.
I was just the one that says stupid. I was honestly thinking that Avok would ship in an extra gold to get himself the I'm with stupid t-shirt.
I was tempted.
Avok doesn't do shirts, does he?
No, he never does shirts.
It could be like something you
Nothing
tie
wrong with
around your
that.
waist.
Nothing wrong with that.
Avok hasn't worn a shirt in his life.
Merrick's just gonna rip the sleeves off the one you get him. Because
He doesn't care.
Is it one of those shirts like a size too small, so it just like awkwardly shows off Merrick's like
Who knows?
No, it's not a midriff shirt. It's Avok spent enough time around you. He can kind of gauge your beefiness. He's a bit bulkier since he drank the potion, so you grab him like a large or an extra large.
Yeah.
Because Merrick's a bit of a lean boy. For the Cthulhu shirts for Linspore and Rando, you get a
Medium.
A child small.
a medium and a child small.
He's 5'5".
Not for you. He's a gnome. He's like 2 feet tall, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Rando, and I'm like,
No.
what the hell?
I understand the confusion.
No, I mean the canonically small one.
Then for the one for Rita, I guess. Look, she wears like what, a small?
Yeah, probably a small.
All right, so you get her small. And then for for Trappet, you get a medium.
Yeah.
Probably uses a large self and destroys shirt.
Oh my god.
As he is now ripped and swole.
So as you get all the t-shirts, you get back to the ship and kind of distribute the t-shirts. As Merrick is more or less scrubbing his armor out.
Just got this enchanted. Just got this enchanted.
And kind of cleaning up his clothing. And Linsbor helps out. He's got some, some chemical knowledge, and alchemical knowledge, so he kind of helps you get the stains out and the smell out.
To take out my alchemy jug, bleach.
Pours it on self.
No, instead of liquid, a overly drawn out and mediocre conclusion pop out.
Oh, Shots fired.
Accurate shots, but still.
Yeah, they hit. They don't miss, but those shots nonetheless.
That meets his AC and it beats.
Exactly.
And with that, we will go ahead and call a wrap on tonight's session. It's a little weird getting back to the social sessions, but I gotta say, I actually enjoyed this. This was, a nice kind
I
of
wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot of fights and stuff. This was fun.
a nice
Really glad
paced social session for,
Yeah,
The
nice little
City
three-hour
Brass.
session.
I can't wait for Vex to get back and be like, okay, guys, where are we now? He was like, well, you know the city of Bass? He's like, yeah, well, we didn't leave.
We couldn't even leave the tavern.
No, barely.
We tried.
Also, most of us are down about half our hit points.
Was there a fight? No, it was a drinking contest.
You can say there was a fight.
Meg's the only
With our
one that
livers?
didn't
There
take
wa-
any damage.
say a competition. Say a competition.
Yeah, there's a competition.
Yeah.
Meg's the only one that didn't take damage, and he has the bulkiest HP.
And with that, I will go ahead and end the recording. Thank you all so much for tuning
right.
in to Platinum Watch. It has been a pleasure having you all here. I hope you tune in the next time we host a stream. And it has been an absolute pleasure. Bye-bye.
Have a good night,
Bye,
everybody,
everybody.
or day.
So now that the cameras are off, I hate all of you, and you're alive, clearly.